live for WWE Smackdown, and who knows what we're going to see tonight. Who knows what is in store tonight, because this could be very, very special, very different as well, because I'm sure a lot of you have heard, I'm sure a lot of you have seen the news that there are a lot of superstars that are trapped in Saudi Arabia right now. There's not really news. I haven't actually heard what the real reason is. There's a lot of speculation that it's got nothing to do with the plane fault and that it's got nothing to do with the weather. There's a bit of speculation that there might be a bit of disagreement over money. Honestly, I don't know, is the answer. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think and feel that it's anything serious, but it is something to definitely keep an eye on. We know that there is a plane, I think, in Ireland. I saw that Cesaro was refueling, not just Cesaro. They weren't refueling Cesaro. They were refueling the plane that Cesaro was on. So I've seen him tweet a picture out of him on the tarmac. We know there's a private jet. I think it's got about 12 superstars on it. That's what Dave Meltzer said. And rumors are that it does include the likes of Vince, Brock, Hogan. But doesn't seem like we're going to get Bray on Miz TV, unfortunately. So it's a really unusual situation, but it's quite a fascinating one as well, because WWE have had to respond, and they have come out and said that we are going to get surprises. There will be surprises, not just any surprises, special surprises. That's the rumor. Special. Well, it's not even a rumor. They have actually announced it. Special surprises tonight on SmackDown. We're getting a championship match. Bayley versus Nikki Cross for the SmackDown Women's Championship. That is happening tonight. We know The Miz is on the show. They've advertised Carmella. They've advertised Daniel Bryan. They've advertised Dana Brooke. And they've also advertised special appearances, special surprises. NXT is a big rumor. There's rumors that there is a plane of NXT talent on its way to New York right now. They are flying in NXT superstars. Now, that is just a rumor at this stage. That is just a rumor. But there's a lot of excitement around tonight's show. There's a bit of disappointment as well, because it doesn't look like we're going to get Bray on Miz TV, and there's a lot of people, myself included, disappointed about that, but somewhat different. Do you know what I mean? It's somewhat different, and it's not often we get promised special surprises. So, Jason Peace, hello, my friend. How are you? Shout out to Jason P. Oh, do you know what? I haven't put the little thing at the top on the SmackDown one, have I? I will look to get that sorted for the next stream. But yeah, thank you very much, Jason. Hope you're well. Hope everyone's recovering as well. I got to tell you that you can hear my voice isn't quite right. It's not as strong as it was, because I was screaming down the place yesterday after Bray Wyatt's victory. But we're okay. We're hanging in there. And we're looking forward to what should be a very fun Friday night. That's what I'm looking forward to, a fun Friday night. Days, is Alexa Bliss injured? I can't say I've heard any rumors about that, so I haven't heard anything yet. Kane is saying The Rock is there. The Rock could be there, actually, because he's in New York for the UFC show tomorrow. So if he's up there now and Vince was to give him a quick call saying, I really need some help, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what you're going to see. I don't know exactly what we're going to see tonight. There's rumors of NXT, and that's all I know. Jody is here. Days, I just got a Bray tattoo. No way, dude. No way. Send it over and I will show people. You might have sent it me anyway, but if you send it me over, I will try and show it to people. Man, I'm just drowning in notifications at the moment. So many people want to talk about Bray, which is amazing. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that on the shoulder, is it? By the looks of it, Bray Wyatt on the shoulder of Jody there. It's quite cool, isn't it? With the lantern and the wings, the old logo, which looks really cool. Really cool. How do you feel that NXT is in Survivor Series? I'm happy about that. Yeah, I think it's amazing. We need to talk about it. We need to do like a proper video on it. We need to speculate. I mean, man, it's mouth-watering, isn't it? Just think about all the matches you could make. I don't know when TakeOver is. Is like NXT TakeOver War Games like the day before or something? When is TakeOver War Games? Because they might have to do like a crazy show, and then they've got to do Survivor Series. Let's have a look. War Games, November 17th. Okay, so War Games is November 17th. Survivor Series, I think it's like a couple of weeks after. It's the next weekend. So you've got War Games on the 17th, and then on the 24th, you've got Survivor Series. So, man, they've got to do like 2 pay-per-views in a row. They're the NXT guys, but I'm pretty sure they won't mind. Sarah Short, what are you doing, my friend? Sarah Short, you've picked the wrong one to drop a donation like that, dude. I had the name, the one time when I didn't sort the names out at the top, and now like this is happening. Sarah Short, let me go to your message, my friend. Let me see what Sarah Short's saying. That's not easy to say, by the way. What is Sarah Short saying? Sarah Short is saying, "Higher days, not stopping long. Just wanted to show support, dude. You didn't need to do that. You did not need to do that, my friend." I mean, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. This, it goes into the channel and blah, 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 blah. But I hope you're well anyway. Obviously still in our thoughts and everything. So, shame you can't stick around, dude. Shame you can't stick around. But I hope everything's well. And really do appreciate the support. That's blown my mind. That has actually blown my mind. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Hey Days, my dad is going to London. What 2 figures should he get from Smith's? Whatever your favourite superstars are. You can pretty much get everyone. I mean, not like new superstars. You can't get like Humberto Carrillo. You can't get The Fiend. But you can get people like Ricochet, EC3, people like that. So, I don't know, whoever your favourites are, my friend. Loads of people want shout-outs. FaZe Jake, shout-out to you. Marino, shout-out to you. Hello to Travante_99. Rumours are Ronda. Ronda? I haven't heard Ronda, but that's a mech. Oh my god, could you imagine? Bailey beats Nikki Cross tonight, right? And she's like talking to the crowd, and she's like, "Oh, you're rubbish. I don't know why we come to this place. If I was in Saudi Arabia, I wouldn't fly back either to come here." Proper heel lines. And she's like laying it in the boo, crowd of booing her. "I don't give a damn about my reputation." Oh man, that'd be awesome. That'd be really good if Ronda comes back tonight. That'd be good, man. That'd be good. I don't even have a reputation. Days, we're probably going to see a lot of women's matches. Well, that's all right. I didn't see enough of them last night, so I'm totally fine with women's matches. We know that we're getting a championship match, Bailey versus Nikki Cross, which I think will be fun. I don't see the title changing hands, but I think it'll be fun. The Grange, is that? The Grange? The Grange says, "First time catching you live, Days." Amazing. I think it's... let me go to VAR. Let me go to VAR. Here we go. I need to read this comment. Hello to Greg Baker. Hope you are well. The Grange says... The Grange, what is your profile picture? I can see a panda, which is amazing. Right, first time catching you live, Days. Think it's possible. Undisputed era. Jump Lesnar heading towards Survivor Series tonight. First of all, thank you very much for the support. Really do appreciate it. Sarah Short, I've not forgotten about you as well and your donation. So yeah, really, really cool. Thank you. In regards to tonight, I think you will see NXT talent. I think that I don't know if you're going to see The Fiend. People on Twitter have said that just because The Miz has said that Bray Wyatt won't be on Miz TV doesn't necessarily mean you won't see The Fiend. The Fiend could be on that plane with Vince, Brock, Hogan. You would think that Bray would be on that plane, the Fiend would be on that plane. So I think there's a chance that you could still see the Fiend, or you could still see... Imagine tonight, at the show ends, like a main event, I don't know what it is, but the lights go out, and then when they come back on, the Fiend is there with the Universal Championship, holding it up in the air. Do you know what I've just thought as well? Who's going to commentate? Because what if Corey Graves and Michael Cole are not on that plane? What if they're not on the plane that's taking Vince and everyone? Who's going to commentate? Wow, they might have bigger problems than I thought. But the Grange, in regards to your question, yes, we could see Lesnar. Vince could be pleading with him on the flight right now. And I'm hearing that there are NXT talent on the way to SmackDown. So, yeah, we could get something quite tasty in regards to a moment like that. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out tonight, but feel free to let me know in the chat how you think it's going to play out, or what exactly you want to see as we work our way towards Survivor Series. CM Punk for commentator. No commentary tonight? Oh, that would be all right, actually. Harry CD says, Days, how are you? I loved the Crown Jewel live stream. Thank you so much for everyone that joined us yesterday. I had a great time. I mean, we streamed for like 5.5 hours, and honestly, I didn't want to go. I felt really fresh after. But you know what was really funny? As soon as I was like, I'll see you next time, bye for now, and I turned off the stream, I literally went, like, I was thinking like, oh, I could do this video, I need to do that video, Bray's won the title, oh, there's so much to talk. I just went, and I just cut out, and I was done. I had people sending me a message on Twitter going, I bet Days is going crazy right now. And actually I was like, someone put food in here. Someone put food in here. And maybe some drink in here as well. So, no, I wasn't partying last night or anything. I was literally just like trying to stay conscious. And then it's really weird for some of you that might be a little bit older. I ended up like, for some reason, thinking, oh, I'm tired, but I'm so wired that I can't go to sleep. Like, I was like, I could feel myself like, oh, but there was no way I was going to actually sleep because Bray had just won. I ended up putting on Chernobyl. Like, it's this TV show about Chernobyl, which I'm not even going to get into it. I ended up watching that whilst passing out, but also not really. Last night was one of the weirdest nights of my life. Let's put it that way. One of the weirdest nights of my life. And today's been pretty strange as well, what with the news of all the superstars being stuck in Saudi. So we're going to have to see how all of that plays out. Jack says Masvidal or Diaz. I'm leaning towards Masvidal. But that is a big, big stream tomorrow. The UFC stream, and The Rock is there. The Rock is at the UFC. He is going to present the BMF belt to the winner of that fight. And BMF stands for Baddest Mother Flipper. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one. Good stream tomorrow. Hey, Days, what do you think about the moron that threw a bottle of water at Natalya and Flair? Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would say is I don't know if they threw the bottle at Natalya because of her being a woman, or if it was literally just an idiot that was throwing things, you know, because as you said, I think Ric Flair got hit as well with a bottle. I honestly just think it was an idiot. I just think it was an idiot. You know, wrestlers shouldn't have to perform and tell the stories in that kind of an environment. Yeah, I obviously strongly disagree with that person's actions, but I don't think it was reflective of her being a woman. So if there is a positive to take from it, then it might be that. There's an NXT house show. That's all right. They never have everyone on the house show. They only ever run with half of the cast. They tend to run like 2 house shows on the same night. So if there's only one, then they can put so many people there, and then they can bring other people up to New York. So I wouldn't let that change any opinions. Shout out to Justin. Days, not to put a downer, but that was, disappeared? No, that was amazing, but I wanted Seth to win. He's my all-time favourite. That's fine. If you're a Seth fan, then I appreciate, like, you'd be a bit down after yesterday. I've made my feelings on Seth quite clear. I think Seth is an excellent wrestler. Like, I really do. I think he's a brilliant wrestler, and I'm a fan, I suppose. But this story saw him burn down the funhouse. This story saw him, like, turning on the fans in a way. He became a heel. As though, in my eyes, he was a heel. I'm sure Seth Rollins fans are going to say that he wasn't. You know, he was just doing what he needed to do, blah, blah, blah. But for me, he was a heel, so I was quite happy to hate on him. And I obviously, as a result, was pleased when he lost. But I appreciate there's people out there that are fans of Seth Rollins. Do you remember I Am National Wrestling? Hello to you, my friend. Wheel of Fun will be in about half an hour's time. You should do a house tour. There's not really much to see. I mean, like, the stuff you see is pretty much the wrestling stuff, you know? The rest of it is pretty plain. So there's not really much to see, unfortunately. Days, can I get a shout out? Yes, Sean the Roblox man, shout out to you. I like the timer. Well, yeah, we always put it on, just kind of helps, you know, knowing how far we are away. Plus, I'm always very conscious. There's a lot of people that can't join us live, which, you know, it's a real shame. There's so many people that enjoy the streams. Do you know what I really love? There's so many people that watches these streams, and they send me tweets, and they're like, I really enjoy the streams because otherwise I'd be sat at home on my own and just watching wrestling, and this way I kind of feel like I'm at least watching it with the community. Man, that is it. That is it. If someone could have said to me, "What is your absolute dream job?" It would be this: having a community so that wrestling fans don't feel like they're sat there on their own. Because I am that fan. I am literally here on my. There is no one else in this room. I am literally in a room on my own right now. I am that guy. And, and even before all of this, I was that guy as well. And I just want to talk about it, as people do. So I love the streams. I mean, this for me is the main focus of the channel. I love the toy hunts as well, and I love the figure videos. But this for me, I love it. So the counter. I'm getting sidetracked here, but the counter is so that if you do join the live stream at a later date, and you want to watch this along with SmackDown, you can very easily see when it is the show actually started. Days, the airline that was responsible for WWE wrestlers issued a statement apologizing and saying that it was a problem with the plane. Okay, well, that's a good step. I gotta be honest, when WWE said that the problem was with the plane, part of me went, yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you? You would say that. Even if it wasn't to do with the plane, you would say it was to do with the plane. So I kind of took it with a pinch of salt. It's why in the video earlier, I kind of said, we don't know the real reason. I showed what WWE had said, but I still said we don't know the real reason. And there's been a lot of rumors, there's been superstars that have kind of tweeted out weird things today. Like, just pray for us. I think Rusev tweeted out pray for us, which, it obviously could be taken a very bad way. So, it's been a very weird day. But that's good if that company has come out and accepted responsibility. You're such a good bloke. Humble, he's come across. Here is to you. Oh, thank you very much, Wowie Yowie. Thank you. I mean, look, it's not about that. I'm not fishing for compliments or anything. I'm just saying I'm that guy. I totally understand when people say why they enjoy the streams, because they might be sat on their own watching wrestling and they just want to be a part of this. And I am that guy. I'm in that boat. Can I get a shout out? It's my birthday today. Happy birthday to Isaac Balor Club. Isaac Balor Club. Shout out to you. Happy birthday to you, my friend. I can see Sue Hines saying that Buddy Murphy tweeted never again. Ooh, never again. I mean, I don't know. Is it to do with the plane? Is it just frustration? because of the plane. I don't know why he would tweet something like that. But, yeah, you see, it's all those kind of tweets that makes it seem like something more happened, you know? Something else happened. I don't know. I don't know. If you don't shout me out, I will like the green shirt guy. Shout out to Injustice Jones. There's no need to do that, my friend. What's up, Days? Had the same reaction when The Fiend won. Went right to yours right after to see you jumping around. Thank you very much to the last dodo. Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. That video was just so amazing. You know, that reaction video. I've still not seen it, but the reason why I say it was amazing is because all I've had all day is people saying that's exactly how I felt. Like, the way you reacted, it's exactly how I reacted as well. And it's amazing that people, again, felt that connection to it. Like, yeah, it's not lost on me, like, how fortunate I am to be in this position, you know, and to kind of share the stream and share reactions with you guys. And it's really cool to just have that kind of feedback, you know. So yeah, it was really cool. I've still not watched. I don't think I'll ever watch it back. I never watch them back, which is the truth. I never watch like any of my videos back, actually. Ever. I edit them. I didn't even edit that one. I recorded it, done, uploaded straight away. So I've not seen it at all. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Days, I'm getting tattooed tomorrow. Oh, I hope it goes well, dude. Declan says, I've sent you something on Gmail. What is it, Declan? Let us know. We're all friends here. We're all friends. Let us know. Vegan, hello, my friend. Hope you are well. Green Bean 78. You got to have your veg. Thankfully, we're getting ours because Green Bean is here. When will you have another toy hunt video? Love your streams. Thank you very much, Green Bean. Okay, so in regards to Toy Hunt, there'll definitely be one. When will there be one? Next week. There'll be one next week. I'm actually going out early next week to do one specifically. And then the one after that will probably be the 16th, 17th, which is going to be for Wrestling Shop Live. And we'll have a good look around there. And of course, there's going to be new figures shown off as well, and loads of things. So yeah, really, really exciting stuff coming up in November. So really excited for November. I need to show you this as well, because I've had loads of people asking me about this. But this is the Yowie Wowie shirt. Look at that. I have shown this off before, but this is actually an exclusive design for Urban Species. Now, I don't get paid by Urban Species, let me put that out there, but they did kindly send one of these through for me, because they know I'm a massive Fiend fan. They're also the same people that make the Wrestling Days t-shirts. They're based in the UK, and this is their exclusive design. I really love the picture of the Fiend that they've got. It looks awesome. So, yeah, I am celebrating right now in this Yowie Wowie shirt. Which I genuinely think is very, very cool. So there we go. Yowie Wowie. We've got that. Days, are WWE Smith's meet and greets happening? I honestly don't know. They've not said anything, and WWE haven't told me anything. So I mean, I do know someone that works at the WWE offices in the UK. I don't know them very well. We've only spoken a couple of times, and I only know them because they got in touch in April and asked me if I'd like to go to Raw and SmackDown, if I'd like to meet Cesaro and Braun Strowman and do a couple of videos, and obviously we did. Those interviews are on the channel. So I know that person, so I could drop him an email and ask if there was any details. I don't know if I'd get an answer, but I could try. No harm in trying, is there? So I might do that tomorrow. Just ask the question and see what comes back. I had snow, says Supreme Kermit the Frog. Ooh, that's crazy. Although it has been very cold. Hello, Days, I'm here, says Dallas is awesome. Hello, my friend. WWE Champion Brock Lesnar appears in Buffalo because he and Heyman take their own private plane out of Saudi Arabia. Okay. I heard they were on a plane with Vince and Hogan, and so I I don't know. They could be. It could be their plane. I honestly don't know. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see Brock tonight. You know, Vince probably a little bit desperate. You know, doesn't have. I think there's something like 175 people that have been left behind in Saudi Arabia. 175. There's 20 on a plane, and only 12 of them are wrestlers. So, you know, in that number is going to be the likes of Brock Lesnar and Hulk Hogan. I don't even know if they're counting Hulk Hogan as a wrestler these days, but yeah, we're going to be in store for something special tonight. They've said we're getting special surprises, rumors of NXT talent on the way up to New York. So who knows, man? Who knows? Do you play Supercard? Says Liv Morgan fan 88. No, I played the first series. I was one of the first people to actually download the app. So I was there right at the very start of Supercard. Series 1, Season 1, I hit it hard. You're going back to like 2015. I think it was 2015 when it first started. I hit it really hard, spent a bit of money, put loads of time into it. And then it reset for Series 2 or Season 2. And I was like, forget that. Forget that. I haven't done all that work for nothing. Turns out I had. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I started following your channel with the Firefly Funhouse. I think a lot of people joined at that point, which was amazing. It's kind of, you know, we've been doing the streams for quite a while, actually. We've been doing the streams since, like, early 2018. I think it was around about early 2018 we started doing streams. So, we'd been doing them for, like, over a year by the time the Funhouse started. But, yeah, the Funhouse was, like, a really big moment, I think, for wrestling fans and certainly for the channel as well. It just caught my attention. I've been a big fan of it since the first episode. In fact, you know what's really funny? I never saw the first episode. We've spoken about this before. When they actually showed it for the very first time on Raw, right? There was loads of people in the chat saying, what the hell is this? But in the UK, they actually cut to adverts. So we were watching adverts in America. You guys had episode 1 of the Funhouse. So all I had was people going, Days, you've got to watch this. You've got to watch what we've just seen after the stream. So I was like, okay, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. So I didn't actually see it on the show, even though I was watching the show. I had to watch it on YouTube after. There's still that's a video I would like to watch, actually. My reaction to the very first Firefly Funhouse. I've never seen it back. Again, another video I've never watched. But that'll be on the channel somewhere. I think it's like 3,000 videos on the channel now, which is mental. Hey Days, thanks for liking my tweets. No worries, Connor. Thank you for interacting. Appreciate it. I've met Bray, says Eddie202. It was interesting. He told me you won't know what it really is if you don't follow. Okay. With NXT being a part of Survivor Series, is there a good chance that they will do something towards it tonight? Yes. Days, the Fiend should come out with a custom Universal Championship. I think it's too soon. I mean, unless they've done some crazy work behind the scenes. I mean, a custom belt's going to take weeks to make. Maybe even longer than that to design it and make it. So are they going to have had enough time to have made one for tonight? I don't think so. Maybe they will, but I'm not sure they will. So I think that he will get a custom belt. I think he deserves a custom belt. I think he's the right character for a custom belt, and there's been custom belts made for him. But we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm not expecting one tonight. Days, I've been thinking about getting Yowie Wowie tattooed on my wrist. Well, I mean, look, all I would say in regards of tattoos, we've seen one tonight, which looks awesome. It says Bray Wyatt. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. But the only thing you got to think is, what are you going to do if they change? What if they do something that you hate? You know, what if Yowie Wowie, gets turned into something else and you've got it there forever? That has always been my concern. Because, I mean, think of all those people that love Bayley and have got, like, the wacky inflatable men, and they've got Happy Bayley, and look at Bayley now. Like, some of them people might be like, maybe shouldn't have got that. I don't know. Maybe they love it anyway because they loved that time. And they love what Bayley meant to them. I don't know. I just know the second I get one, they would change their gimmick. I'm the kind of guy that would get Chad Gable written across my head, and then the next day they change it to Shorty G. That's my kind of luck. That's the kind of luck I have. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just got to be careful. Usos could return. The Usos could return. I blew the biggest match of my life last night. Days gave me a shot at the tag titles, and I blew it. I'm sure you'll get another chance again in the future, dude. Days defeated Ramblin' Rabbit by DQ when Ramblin' Rabbit made Days swallow a carrot. Oh, breaking news. Days, how will Survivor Series play out with 3 brands? It's a really good question. Do you know what? I personally wouldn't do triple threat matches all the time. I think that's going to be overkill. Could you imagine if the whole pay-per-view was triple threat matches? I don't mind it for, like, the titles. I don't mind it for, like... How are you going to do it for the Survivor Series, though? Do you know what I mean? I don't know how it's going to work. How are you going to do a 3-team Survivor Series match? If I tell you what, right? If it's going to be that trash, that absolute trash rule, you know where they have 3 teams, yeah? You've got 3 tag teams. Say Team A, Team B, the B team. Team A, the B team, and the C team, right? So you got the 3 teams, and then, like, but you've only got 2 people in the ring. So it means one of the teams, they're on the outside. I hate that rule. Hate it. It should be a triple threat. Should be a triple threat if they're going to do that. If you've got 3 teams, every team should have a member in the ring at the same time. I don't understand why you've just got a team just kind of like hanging on the outside of the ring. I really don't get it. So I'm not a fan of those matches. I'm not a fan of those matches at all. Yeah, I do think it would be overkill to do triple threats for every match at Survivor Series. But I can't quite figure out the alternative. I mean, I don't know if you do, like, say, the first match Raw versus SmackDown, second match Raw versus NXT, next match SmackDown versus NXT, then you do Raw versus SmackDown again. If you did something like that, I mean, you'd need a lot of matches, though, wouldn't you? It's tough, innit? It is tough. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Maybe you do a tournament? Maybe you do a tournament and you do something like 8 people. How's that going to work? Wouldn't work with 8, would it? How would you do? I don't know. I don't know. 12 people. 4 from NXT, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown, elimination thing. I don't know. Really, really difficult. When is the hair reveal? We've done it many times. I was so excited when The Fiend won, it gave me goosebumps. Apologies for the autocorrect. I want a triple threat tag match. Yeah, I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool. Battle Royal? Yeah, Team CB, that's a really good shout. Battle Royal is a really good shout. Because I don't understand how you're going to do, like, every match as a triple threat. And as I've just said, I don't like it when they do that with the tag teams. And I don't get how you're going to do it with the Survivor Series teams either. Then you're going to have to sit through a triple threat for all of the championship matches. Plus also, how is that going to... I just don't know. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. I'm really on board with it. And I think there's lots of different ways you could go with it as well. I like the idea of a Battle Royal. I think Battle Royal would be cool for, like, maybe the pre-show or something. Days, they probably won't have too many NXT people involved, especially if they're involved in War Games the night before. It's the week before, but I still see where you're coming from. People saying Edge, that would be fun. I always have good shouts. Days, your announcers tonight will be Renee Young, Aiden English, and Tom Phillips. Is that true, Kenny Jones? If that's true, then that's fine. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm weirdly excited about tonight, a lot more than normal. Is the situation a blessing in disguise? Alex, yes. 100% yes. WWE announced an hour ago that Brock will be on SmackDown tonight. Oh, okay. Very cool. There we go. You're the man, says Justin. Well, I feel like I would be the man if I could figure out how they're going to book Survivor Series, but I can't quite get my head around it yet. Hopefully we get a better idea tonight. And once we find out a little bit more about it, then we might know the way forward. I wouldn't be surprised if you was to see, honestly, right now, you could see Adam Cole versus Brock versus The Fiend. They could give you that match at Survivor Series. You could also see Bayley versus Becky versus Shayna. You could get that match at Survivor Series. So I really do think those kind of matches make you go, oh, oh. But that's 2 matches. You could then do Nakamura versus AJ Styles versus Roderick Strong, right? And you go, oh. But that's only 3 matches, right? You're going to need about 10 matches, and this is the point, and you're not going to want all 10, surely. You're not going to want all 10 to be triple threat matches. Not every single match. Are you? Are you? Maybe you are. I don't know. Could CM Punk return? I don't think so. Days, how do you think the night will start? Let's say Brock. I mean, Brock's a massive name. Would make sense for him to come down. I think if there is going to be some kind of NXT invasion, they're going to save that till later. How about a 12-man triple threat tournament? Winner qualifies from a single match. I like that. Triple threat tournament. I mean, I have just said I don't like triple threats. But I do like that. So how would that work? So, yeah, that would work. Because the first round would be triple threat, wouldn't it? So you got a triple threat, triple threat, triple threat, triple threat. Winners go advance. And then you've got normal matches. 2 normal matches for the semi-final. And then a normal match for the final. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 7 matches. That would be 7. You could do the whole tournament in one night. It's like a King of the Ring, isn't it, really? So, yeah, you could do that. That would be 7 matches. Then we've already spoke about the women, the mid-card, and the main titles. That would take you to 10 matches. You're going to have a Survivor Series match in there as well. That's going to be 11 matches. And the tag teams, there's 12 matches. There you go. So you've got all your titles, you've got a Survivor Series match, and you've got this tournament that involves NXT talent, Raw talent, SmackDown talent. Yeah, I'm kind of strangely on board with that. I like that. Triple threat matches in the first round, into semi-finals, which are normal matches, into a final that's a normal final match as well. And, I'm pretty sure Shane McMahon ends up winning, so there we go. Why can't Miz do Miz TV and have Bray in the Funhouse? I'm guessing it's because they were going to record it. I'm guessing that they wanted to get back, record it, and sort it that way. But what with them maybe getting delayed, it was never going to work out. Days, check DMs. I will check DMs for you. Evan, my good friend, because I'm guessing that's a poll. We're about 10 minutes away, maybe less, from a Wheel of Fun as well. And I've said this, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Can you believe how quick this goes? Absolutely flies. Absolutely flies. We are literally just over 20 minutes away from the start of what should be, a very weird, very special SmackDown. Very much looking forward to it. I think it will be something different. I agree with the chat who was saying, this could be, this could strangely work. It could strangely work with ratings as well. Because there's a real buzz around this. People want to know what they're going to do. So, yeah, people might tune in that weren't going to, Dallas is awesome, right? Let me put this little poll up now. And then I will go back. Who should win? If you are a little older and you haven't seen Chernobyl, by the way, I really recommend it. I really enjoyed it. It's a really good program, but definitely one for older people out there. Definitely one for older people, because it is a bit gruesome. I've got no idea where that's gone. I've literally just... have I put it onto mine? Have I put it onto mine? Signed into the wrong account. Okay, if you want to go to Wrestling Days UK, I put it onto the wrong account because I was trying to do that whilst I was trying to talk. So it is actually on Wrestling Days UK. So if you are looking for that poll, it is on Wrestling Days UK. As soon as it's done, I will take it down, but it is on Wrestling Days UK. Days Mojo said, technical difficulties, but headed home shortly. Thank you to the people of Saudi Arabia for an historic event. Yeah, that's cool. That's a really good tweet. It's been some really stupid tweets. I really disagree with Humberto's tweet. He said that he was stuck in Saudi Arabia. He kind of collapsed on a bed and said something like, I just want to go home in a hashtag. It seemed very harsh, very direct. It's kind of like, do you know what I mean? He could have worded it a lot better. He could have said, like, getting to spend a bit longer here than I thought I would be, or, you know, something like that. It could have been a little fluffier. I kind of thought, like, do you know what I mean? You might get in trouble for that, Humberto. And actually, he did delete it. So you've got to be so careful when it comes to Twitter and things like that. So... what a professional Days is. Days, what match would you book for tonight's show? Hard to know what wrestlers you got, isn't it? We know that you've got Daniel Bryan, so I'd be very interested in him. I would be looking to do a bit of a dream match. I think you're going to have people tuning in, wanting to see what are these surprises. I think you've got to give people an actual surprise. You can't mess around. Don't say it's going to be a surprise and then bring out EC3, right? I think they need Adam Cole, or they need Johnny Gargano, or they need, you know, an NXT star. Put him in a match with Daniel Bryan. Have Daniel Bryan cut in a promo and have Undisputed Era's music hit. Adam Cole comes walking out. Boom. Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole. Welcome to SmackDown. The Beard Coach. Thank you very much, my friend. The Beard Coach sending some love on Super Chat. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much, my friend. Hades God says, can I be the stream champion? That is down to Evan. Keep your eye out for Evan Harris in the chat, and he will let you know when there's polls and things like that. Shout out Days. Will Sheamus return? Shout out to Haley. Will Sheamus return? I actually don't know if he's medically cleared, to tell the truth. I don't know the situation with Sheamus, so I haven't heard any rumours if he's like on the verge of returning. So we'll have to wait and see. There's a really good chance that we see him tonight. I wouldn't say, I'd say like 50-50 kind of a chance. I'd say better than usual, because obviously they're going to need whatever talent they can get. But I gotta be honest, I don't think he's going to compete. I don't think you see him on the show. But the chances of seeing him have improved. Days, this is an emergency. Wow, okay, well, you go. Oh, yeah. Don't wait around. Days, I watched your full stream yesterday. Dude, even I didn't stick around for the full stream, and I was part of it. Thank you very much, Amar. Really appreciate the support, my friend. Hello to Saged. Shout out to you. What if Miz gets attacked by Undisputed Era? That would be cool. Morrison will return tonight as the surprise. That would be cool as well. Days, did you hear the massive breaking news? After Bayley retained the title, she does a massive promo saying no one's going to beat her, and then Ronda's music hits. We did speculate about this earlier when someone mentioned that there was Ronda rumors. Rowdy Ronda Rousey rumors. That's what we've got. Rowdy Ronda Rousey rumors. that are circulating at the moment. So, yeah, there's a lot of excitement, and rightfully so. You can sense it in the chat, actually, at the moment. There's a lot of excitement. It's been a while, actually. It's been a good 24 hours since I saw excitement like this. Days, do you think CM Punk will return? No, I don't. I really don't. One day, I do, but not tonight. Did you enjoy Tyson Fury last night? I'll tell you what, I respected Tyson Fury, and I said that on the stream. I respected him because he tried to put on a wrestling match. He tried to give the fans what he thought they wanted. So, you know, he clearly Tyson Fury is a wrestling fan, and he likes to have fun. So, you know, he was trying to do the roll through. He was trying to do drop kicks. He was trying to do some wrestling stuff. He did like a kip up at one point as well in the match. So he was definitely trying. You can tell he's been working at the Performance Center. You can tell that he's put some time in and he's put some effort in. And I know what some people are thinking. If I was getting paid 10, 15 million, I would also be putting time and effort in. Of course. Okay? Of course. In regards to the match, though, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. I wasn't a fan of the actual match. I think it was clunky. I think it was a bit cringy at times. I think Tyson doing the sit-up was... That's the Undertaker's thing, you know? I mean, him doing the sit-up, I kind of popped when he did it, but then on reflection, I was like, nah, it's not his thing, is it? It's the Undertaker's thing, and you don't see other superstars sitting up like the Undertaker because they know that they'd get destroyed in the locker room if they tried. But no one's going to destroy Tyson Fury, so yeah, for me, it didn't work. It didn't work, but I respect him. I respect him for it because he tried to put on a wrestling match. He went out there and he didn't try to shortchange the fans. He tried to put on a wrestling match, and I respect that. But equally, you know, I actually enjoyed... I've seen a lot of people saying they didn't enjoy the Cain Velasquez fight. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was only a couple of minutes long, but again, MMA matches can be that length. There's been many MMA fights that have ended shorter than that. I'm thinking about Masvidal versus at Ben Askren, which was only the other month, ended in like 5 seconds. He went running forward, right? Some of you won't have seen the fight, but the one guy ran forward, knee in the air, right on the side of the head. Down he went, done. He was done. So, yeah, there are fights that can end in like 5 seconds. So the fact this went over 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes, short, definitely. But I didn't mind. And I actually thought that Kane was throwing some decent looking shots. They went down to the ground. They were fighting in the corner. They were in the clinch. It was a very MMA fight. It wasn't really a WWE fight. It was an MMA UFC kind of a fight. I liked it. I probably wouldn't have booked it that way. I wouldn't have booked Kane to have lost via submission. Personally, I think maybe a count out because, you know, he's not used to WWE rules, or do you know what I mean? I mean, it is a different thing. UFC and WWE are different, but the fight itself, I strangely enjoyed. I thought it was solid, you know? I thought it was solid. Not amazing, I'm not saying it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. But I don't think it was an embarrassment. And I thought the Fury one was a bit embarrassing. Just a little bit embarrassing. Are you excited for Fiend versus Lesnar versus Adam Cole? I will be if it does end up that way. What surprises do you think we'll see? I think you're going to see... Well, to be honest, I'm only expecting NXT. I think there's a chance you could get John Morrison, because we've been waiting for him for a while. So I think there's a chance you could get John Morrison. I'm expecting NXT. Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, I'm not sure. I wouldn't expect loads of surprises because they've got women that can fill quite a lot of the show. So I don't think they're like desperate and in dire need. But we'll have to wait and see. Right. Oh, man, I need to do a Wheel of Fun, don't I? I haven't even set it up, have I? Of course I haven't set it up. I never set it up. Let me go into Streamlabs and do this. We're actually now just like over 10 minutes away. It goes so fast. It goes so fast. Don't even find the time to I haven't even finished my coffee. I talk too much, man. Which isn't, I suppose, a problem for someone that streams, but still, I do talk too much. I'm so quiet when I'm not streaming because I think I use up all my words. I think I'm allowed like 100,000 words a day, and I definitely use them on the stream. I don't know if life works that way or not, but, you know, mine does. Right, let's put... Oh, my God, I've got to put Forfeit back on, haven't I? Oh, that was moody. Right at the start of the stream, it landed on Forfeit yesterday. Right at the start. Horrific. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Don't expect a good voice tonight because it's going to be wobbly following yesterday and what we saw with The Fiend. But, you know, just like Tyson Fury, I am failing. Nah, I'm trying. Just like Tyson Fury, I am trying. I'm failing. Right, let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Here we go. Come on, baby. It's Slam Attack, right? Slam Attack. 3 packs of Slam Attack. I gotta be honest. I'm just so relieved it's not landed on Forfeit. It's landed on Slam Attack, so we're going to give away 3 packs of Slam Attacks. And, of course, I will throw in a Wrestling Days autograph in there as well. So, 3 packs of Slam Attacks. We're going to give them away to the 18th person that gives me the word sunrise. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from. I legit don't know where that came from. I think it's because I was thinking about Japan. Because obviously it's the Rugby World Cup final soon. And like sunrise just came into my head. Don't know. Here we go. Days, tell the chat we've got a new NXT and AEW live stream championships. We do. We've got NXT and AEW live stream championships on a Wednesday. Which is good because that's the day of NXT and AEW. Right, let's count these up, friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well done to Chalmers Giamphi. Chalmers Giamphi. Well done to you, dude. You are a winner! I know Chalmers, but I've never actually... I don't think I've ever said your surname, dude. But well done, because you've won. So, Smackdown. 3 packs of those lovely, tasty Slam Attacks go to Chalmers Giamphi. Is that Welsh? I'm getting like a really strong Welsh vibe. I could be wrong, but I am getting a strong Welsh vibe. We are just 7 minutes away as well, my friends. A winner is you. We have got an OSW fan in the chat. Me. I love OSW. OSW review. They review old pay-per-views. And they're really funny. They're really good, man. Really, really good. The amount of work that goes into those. Brilliant. Let's have a look. What's up with Sunrise? I don't know. Rumors are speculating Charlotte will win the US or Intercontinental title in 2020. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, like, it's got to be China winning, I think, was realistic, but Charlotte winning. Is Charlotte beating AJ Styles? I mean, obviously we don't know who the champion's going to be at the time, but is it realistic that Charlotte could win that? I don't know. I think that is going to split opinion. I'd be very interested to know on what people's thoughts on that. Days, guess who's going to Wrestling Shop Live? Oh, see you there, Super X823. Honestly, I know there's only so many people from the UK and Europe that are on these streams because of the time. It's quite late. I think there tends to be more of our American friends and Canadian friends, and I don't know where people are from. Actually, let me know. I'd love to know. Let me know Let me know where you're from. I want to know where you're from. I want to know where in the world everyone is from. We've never done that before. Why have we never done that before? But yeah, let me know where you are from, where you are watching from. Ronda would be realistic vegan. You're absolutely right. Yes. But yes, if you're watching and you're in the UK, come on down, man. I would love to put some faces to some of those names, shake some people by the hand, and thank you all in person. Right, let's see where people are from. Canada. Oh, let's count up. Let's see where people are. This is going fast, man. UK, Delaware, Northern Ireland, Alabama, Canada, USA, Ireland, Scotland. Oh, that is amazing that we've got like all of the countries of the British Isles represented. Derby. That's not a country of the I'm trying to read it and it's going so fast. We got Texas, we got USA, we got Wales, we got Virginia, we got Portugal, we got Essex, we got Brooklyn, we got Narnia. No way, Jose. This is amazing. Australia? I didn't even know. Well, I knew there's people in Australia, but I didn't know there's people actually watching from Australia. There's a few in Australia. How amazing. Chesington, Northern Ireland, Mexico. Days, as I've said before, I'm going to try and get to Wrestling Shop Live. Hope to see you there, dude. I tell you what, it is amazing. There is so many people from all around the world. Welcome, one and all. I see people from Asgard, which is awesome. Behind you. Right, how far away? We are literally 3 minutes away now, friends. 3 minutes away from what should be a very, very eventful SmackDown Live. Let's go over and see where we are, what the latest is, what the latest rumors are. I've got people contacting me all the time about different things. I'd love to see like some rumors on that Ronda story because, man, it would be amazing if Ronda is actually going to be on the show tonight. I wouldn't be predicting that. That would be a big, big surprise. I don't even know how they would get that sorted so last minute, unless maybe they had it arranged before. I don't know. I can tell you that Bryan Schaefer was victorious in our poll. Many congratulations to you. So well done to Bryan Schaefer for retaining. Very cool. We are literally just a couple of minutes away. We are going to go over very, very soon. Wales, the champs of the UK. Well, maybe not the champs of rugby. England are in the final tomorrow. I gotta say, I was very, very upset for Wales earlier because Wales were beaten earlier in the Rugby World Cup, and I wanted them to win earlier. I wanted Wales to be third, so I was disappointed for them. It's a shame, actually, they're not in the final. I would have loved an England-Wales final. But yeah, that's tomorrow, so very much looking forward to that. And of course, the UFC is tomorrow as well. Days I will not be able to come to Wrestling Shop because I will be watching NXT UK live. Well, have a great time, my friends. Someone from Croatia? Hello, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Days, still celebrating the Fiend's win. Your reaction video was awesome. All of the Fireflies are celebrating today. Yes, I bet they are. I know I have been in a very joyous mood today. A very joyous mood. Do you think Charlotte will pass her dad's championship reign? I think she's got a chance, but it doesn't carry the same weight, does it? Because the divisions are so much smaller. I mean, to be the NWA champion back in the day, you had to be the best, really, in the country. Whereas to be the best on SmackDown, you got to be the best out of like 8 women. So I'm not sure that it carries that much weight, to be honest. I mean, they'll make it out to be a big deal, but right, guys, we are about to go over. I know the countdown clock says we're a minute away, but we are literally about to go over to SmackDown and what is going to be a very, very, very interesting show. Very interesting show. We could get some NXT invasions. We could get, well, we could get anything. We could get Ronda. I don't think we're getting CM Punk. We could get John Morrison. Apparently, we are getting Brock Lesnar. So let's see, man. I'm excited. I'm proper excited. I need to get rid of the clock. I know that much. On Sky. There we go. Let's get rid of that little countdown. I tell you what, that is literally counting us down to the actual second, isn't it? I'll tell you when it starts, and we'll see if the clock's done a good job or not. Here we go. It is coming on screen. Now. 5 seconds out. 5 seconds out. You failed. I don't love you anymore, countdown clock. Are you ready? WWE wants. Days, I want to see John Cena. Is there a possibility that if he's free and he's in the area, yes, is the answer. I'm pretty sure they will have been calling people up in a panic. Going, right, what the hell are we going to do? What superstars are we going to have? This is not a disaster by any means. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement about this show. I'm excited for this show. How is the show going to start, though? That's the question. We don't even know the commentary team. Fireworks going off, so the fireworks made it. Who's commentators? No commentators. They're teasing no commentators. It's Tom Phillips. It is Tom Phillips. We are feeling the fallout. Yes, it is. It is Aiden English, Tom Phillips, and Renee Young. This is brilliant. Love it already. Love it already. Renee Young's like, and we're starting with the Beast. We're starting with Brock. Brock made it. Brock made it. The Beast is here. Man, he has had a journey, isn't he? I mean, how long ago was he in a whole different side of the world? The Beast is here. I hope they cut a promo about it. That'd be awesome. The WWE Champion is here. Brock Lesnar starts off the show. We've got Renee Young. We've got Aiden English. Yeah. I can't wait to hear what he's got to say. I hope that Paul Heyman rips into them. That will be fun. He's got to, hasn't he? He's got to. It's been all over social media. They'll talk about Cain Velasquez as well, won't they? Which will be interesting. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Angel Torres says Days and Seth in a bras and panties. Book it, Vince. Book it, Vince. Brock left halfway through on his own private plane. Can't say I blame him. Can't say I blame him. I bet he's pleased about that decision, isn't he? Thank you very much, Angel Torres. Brock! There's signs in the crowd that say, "Hi, Mom." There's boos for Brock Lesnar, unsurprisingly. I'm guessing Cain Velasquez won't be there. Ooh. He says, "Let me shed the brightness of my brilliance onto the darkness of your ignorance." Big words. The belt is a replica. It does look like a replica. Yeah, it does look like a replica. I think you're right. I think it is a replica. Ooh. Brock Lesnar's not in a good mood. Yeah, that belt is a replica. That belt is trash. Well, replicas aren't trash, but you know what I mean? Compared to the actual... So Brock's not happy. We're going to find out why. Yeah, he beat Kane. He beat him fair and square. Days, what if WWE versus WCW? If WCW wins, Nitro is back. I don't know who would represent WCW, dude. Is Paul Heyman talking this slow because they're having to fill time? He's like, "I'm gonna show you this ultimate..." It's going to be 2 hours by the time he finishes the promo. They're showing us this footage as well. They can show us this whole match, can't they? It's only 2 minutes, 10 seconds long. I really like it. A lot of people hate on this match, but it's a proper MMA match. Cain Velasquez not doing anything that you wouldn't expect from him. You know, they're standing, they're striking. Brock Lesnar going for a single leg takedown. Drives Cain Velasquez into the corner, really driving his weight onto Cain Velasquez. I think a lot of people are going to be watching this, and I don't know, maybe they're not familiar with MMA, maybe they're not familiar with the UFC, but this is the kind of stuff you see in the UFC. They're like, you know, they're jockeying for position. Cain Velasquez is trying to get out of the corner. He does manage to break out of the corner. He had Brock driving into him, wearing him down. He does break free. Then, look, he comes forward with kicks. Great kicks to the body by Cain Velasquez. Goes with another kick. Brock tries to get another single leg takedown. Lunges forward with a shot. Again, look at those strikes. And again, he's looking for a takedown. I really like it. I really like the match. I like the way they've set it out. You're not getting drop kicks. You're not getting clotheslines. You're not getting wrestling moves like that. They're fighting an MMA style fight. And I liked it. I mean, people have been really down on this fight. I agree it was too short, because obviously we're watching all of it right now. But look at this, ground and pound. He's on top of him, firing the fists off. Look, strikes to the body. Brock's trying to use his feet, and then bang, gets caught. Like that, gets caught. One moment, that's all it takes. And the problem with wrestling, one of the problems with wrestling, is that you are so used to seeing people kick out and get out of submissions. You're not getting out of that. You're not getting out of that. That is a proper hooked on Brock Lesnar Kimura. You're not escaping that. You're not getting out of that. I don't care who you are. You're not getting out of that. He was done. He got caught. He was done. It's a perfectly fine match. It's perfectly fine. Should it have gone longer? Maybe. You know, there was a lot of hype for it. I would have liked to have seen more. But, man, the 2 minutes that you did get, I wouldn't have changed that booking at all. If I was booking it, that's exactly what I would have done. I would have booked it for at least 5 minutes rather than 2. I get the criticisms there, but that's the thing with, like, UFC. Those kind of fights can end at any moment. Those kind of fights can end in 3 seconds. We were speaking about one that did earlier. Ben Askren versus Masvidal finished in literally like 3 seconds. So there we go. We've already seen one match this evening. They're showing us what happened after the match as well. F5 onto a chair. Rey Mysterio comes in with a chair, starts hitting Brock. I'm very interested as to what the next step is in this story, to be honest. The quickness of the match profoundly establishes the realness of the UFC style. It makes sense for future fights between these two. That's well put. Look, I want to be real clear. If people have got a problem with the match or the length of the match, fine, no problem, no issue. Yeah, I'm totally fine with people having that opinion. I'm just sharing my opinion and what I'm seeing and what I saw. And yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I think that was a good point you made, dude. Paul Heyman says we've got a problem. Yeah, people are stuck in Saudi Arabia. Imagine living in Buffalo and then having to go through this. If AEW and WWE were to join, that could make a fake MMA promotion. We had a Vince McMahon impression then from Paul Heyman. Okay, what's Paul Heyman saying? Oh, right. So Brock wants Ray, but Ray is a Raw superstar. Are they gonna? They're gonna move him. They're gonna move Brock to Raw. They're gonna move Brock to Raw because Brock wants Ray. Here we go. Brock Lesnar. Right. So, okay, so Brock's going to Raw. So Brock's going to be at Raw on Monday looking for Rey Mysterio. But they haven't gone as far as to say he's a Raw superstar. They're just saying that he's going to Raw. Brock is going to Raw. Brock looks tired. Probably is tired. Brock to Raw confirmed. Well, no, they've just said he's going to Raw to look for Ray, not that he's a Raw superstar. Someone in the crowd dressed as Paul Bearer? I've only just noticed Paul Bearer. Look behind. Oh my God, look at that. Undertaker and Paul Bearer in the crowd. Amazing. Look at that, behind Paul Heyman. So, Brock's going to be on Raw. And he's going hunting for Rey Mysterio. Why is it not live on Fox? Why is what not live on Fox? This is live on Fox, isn't it? Well, there we go. Brock Lesnar is going to be on Raw on Monday. He's going to be looking for Rey Mysterio. Hopefully Rey Mysterio's back by Monday, so... This is really interesting. I mean, like, could you imagine being Renee Young and finding out? Or Aiden English? Aiden English finding out that this is the first time he will have commentated on SmackDown? Okay. Oh, we're backstage. Backstage with Brock. Keep an eye here. We've got an ambulance backstage. Oh, we got Triple H here. Triple H just appeared. Hello. And Sean. Triple H and Sean. Sean in his... He's got an NXT hat on. Oh. The invasion! The invasion! Oh, the invasion, guys. It's just been teased. It's just been teased. It's just been teased. Shawn Michaels and Triple H just having a little look. Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Shawn Michaels had the NXT cap. Oh my God, guys, tonight could be huge. Tonight could be huge. There was rumors of NXT on the way. If they've brought a little army with them. Oh. Heyman said that he quit SmackDown. Oh, okay. So that they've dealt both titles being on the same brand. He always wears that hat. Wow. There's got to be a reason why Sean's there in an NXT hat. Fiend is staying on SmackDown. They're going to have to change that belt, aren't they? If they're going to keep it the Universal title, they're going to have to change it and make it blue. I mean, they're going to have to change the strap at the very least. They can't have a red strap, can they? It's red because of Raw. So, looks like they will change his belt, even if it is just the colour of the strap. But surely if they're changing the strap, you would customise the belt, wouldn't you? Why do just half a job? Tell you, that tease is huge. Can you imagine being just a casual fan going, oh, look, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and not knowing what potentially could be coming? Because I'll tell you what potentially is coming. A full-blown NXT invasion. Yeah? Shawn Michaels, Triple H. They're looking after NXT, and for no reason whatsoever, they are backstage at SmackDown. And this is a day after NXT has just been announced as the third brand that's going to be competing at this year's Survivor Series. So they've got every reason to be there. They've got every reason to start a war, to start carnage, strike the first blow. This is going to be a big ratings boost for NXT. In fact, this whole thing's going to be a big ratings boost for NXT. I reckon they only included NXT in Survivor Series so that they could stick one to AEW, you know? That's the reason why they're doing it. To try and help Wednesdays. Try and boost the ratings on Wednesdays. I really don't think they're doing it because they want to include NXT talent. I think they just want to boost the ratings on a Wednesday. And honestly, you know, it's going to work. It will work. People will watch this, and whatever goes down tonight, you know, there's a good chance people are going to be reminded about it on Monday, and then they'll get a few extra viewers on Wednesday. Ciampa said Daddy is going to Raw and that Goldie had to wait. Clues, teases. Triple H is in charge tonight. Days Brock is wearing a replica like he wore with the Universal, yes. Will you be watching the Rugby World Cup final? I'll be watching it, but we won't be streaming it. No reason whatsoever. It's because there's no staff. No staff. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I heard that Vince is there. Vince is on the plane, isn't he? There was 20 people that were coming over along with Brock. One of them was Vince. So, yeah. There's no reason to actually show Triple H. Certainly no reason to show Shawn Michaels. That was a definite tease. A definite tease. Right, Bayley on her way with Sasha. Bayley and Sasha coming down. Of course, this is gonna... That new Bayley music is very cool. Nikki Cross. Who the hell's Nikki Cross? Love Bailey's new mannerisms. That facial expression. So serious. Smile on the face of Sasha. I like the music, man. Love how she's like wearing the belt as well. She's got it over her shoulder, like. Proper moody face. Why can't I watch SmackDown on WWE Network? It's never been on there. It's always about 3 weeks behind. Jack says, just a thought. There was no plane issue. They gave the Saudi talent a day off. This is all for ratings and to get an NXT beating, and to help NXT beat an AEW. I don't know. Apparently the plane company have come out and apologized. I don't think the plane company would want to lose face if that wasn't the case. So, I mean, obviously you've got like shareholders and people like that get impacted by this kind of a thing. So I like the thought. I'm not sure that's what they've done. How many people are in the stadium? What do you mean? In the arena? It looks a decent crowd. Shout out to Lucas. Shout out to you, dude. A custom Fiend strap would be awesome. Yeah, you're right. It is. It's Kayla. Kayla Braxton doing some announcing. It's cool, isn't it? Where can I watch SmackDown? If you're in the UK, it's on Sky. If you're in America, should be on Fox. Days I'll be unable to join the Full Gear stream as I'll be traveling to Glasgow. No worries, dude. I'm with that conspiracy theory. Days fantasy booking Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar. Shayna's gonna interfere in this match, I guarantee. Ooh, I hope so. Shout out and hello, gorgeous. Hello, Human Detox. Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar would be amazing. Shayna Baszler coming out now would be equally amazing. Yeah, that is cool that Kayla's doing the announcing, isn't it? I love it, man. It's an unpredictable evening. Dave's right beside that pallbearer is the Undertaker. I saw, yeah. Super Anime KAMVs. Is that Kai? Super Anime KAMV. Shout out to you. I thought it was JoJo for a second. They do look very similar. They're about the same height as well, aren't they? Like, they got very similar hair. JoJo's is a bit curly, whereas Kayla's is still quite long, but it's straighter. Around the top, down goes Bailey. Bailey goes to the outside. So this is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's quite a fun way to start the show, really. We've had a Brock Lesnar promo with a big announcement that he... I didn't hear him say he was quitting SmackDown, but I believe you guys that he's quitting SmackDown. I always have to have the sound down quiet, otherwise I can obviously get in trouble. So I do miss those things on promos sometimes. But yeah, now we've got a championship match, which I think is really exciting. Days, what happens with WWE title now that Brock quits? I think he stays champion, doesn't he? I think he takes the title with him. I think Fiend has got the title, the Universal title on... He said he quits SmackDown, is what I've been told. So I don't think he's quit WWE. He's just quit SmackDown. So he'll take that title with him, probably to Raw. And he'll become a Raw superstar, I'm guessing is what they're going to do. Title match. It is a title match, yes. He's going to Raw. He is going to more. That was a filler promo. I don't know, you say that, but it was quite important. Basically, you know, pushing the story along about how he wants Ray. They won't let Ray come to SmackDown. So, as a result, he's quitting SmackDown. because he's that desperate for Ray, and he's going to be at Raw on Monday. So kind of, again, pushing that story along a little bit. If it was filler, then it wouldn't have had that kind of a purpose. But I think the fact they're taking the WWE Championship off SmackDown is quite newsworthy, isn't it? Kind of does paint a much clearer picture now of what they're doing with The Fiend. And this is what I was saying earlier. I didn't want to do a video earlier because I could have done some speculating that was, proved to be incorrect by the time we got to SmackDown. And now I think we've got a good, clear idea that The Fiend is going to stay on SmackDown with that Universal Championship. Days, the DX are going to come out, and DIY will come out and challenge them at Survivor Series. I don't think DX and DIY will have a match at Survivor Series. I think they're going to look to take on Raw teams and SmackDown teams. What do you think will happen with Bray tonight? I don't even know if you're going to see him, to be honest. He was meant to be on Miz TV, but we're waiting to see if he's even there. We don't even know if he's made it back into the country or not, so gonna have to wait and see. If he was on that plane, you might get like a Fiend moment at the very end or something, so never say never. Survivor Series with NXT is going to be crazy, says Kevin S. In theory, the kayfabe reason makes no sense. If Ray's exclusive to Raw and not allowed on SmackDown, then why would he have been appearing on SmackDown for the last few weeks? Yeah, true. True. I think they were allowed on the first show. I think because it was the first show on Fox, I think they did allow superstars from Raw to appear. But yeah, anything after that, I agree, was a little bit questionable. But I suppose in a way, he was just accompanying Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez was the one that was having a match with Brock. Kane wasn't allocated to a roster. So I'm guessing Ray was just kind of appearing as his friend more so than the focus. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a kayfabe reason that would work, and it's a bit clunky, but that might work. Some forearm strikes by Nikki Cross. Got a little advert. Nebraska is taking on Purdue. So there's something to look forward to in the future if you are a Nebraska or Purdue fan. Nikki Cross is down on the outside. She got driven into some ring steps. Big smile on the face of Bayley. The guys dressed as Paul Bearer and Undertaker. Yeah, cool, aren't they? I think that's what Vince has done, actually, is we don't have any superstars there. He's just got people out of the crowd dressed up as superstars to have matches instead. Do you know what? That would be amazing. You tell me that you don't want to see that. I would love to see that. I would absolutely love to see that. Let's get someone dressed as Kane and have them put a match on against that guy that's dressed as Undertaker. Be amazing. Fan night. Let's have once a year we have fan night. No superstars, just people dressed as superstars. Let me know in the chat, if you was dressed as a superstar, who would you be dressed as? If you was there and it was fan night and you knew there was a chance you could be picked out of the crowd, who would you go dressed as? Who would you be? Fiend in character sitting in the back of the plane, laughing hysterically. I would wrestle. I would be Kane. Big push for Nikki if she wins. Yes. Days would be dressed as Camille. I would. I would be dressed as Camille. I would be dressed as Camille. Shout out to This Is the NWA podcast. Big fan of those guys. But yeah, I would be sat there. We got people saying The Fiend, people saying Cody. People saying Papa Shanko, the Shockmaster. The Shockmaster. Just, could you imagine? Man, could you imagine fan night? I mean, alright, maybe the match thing was a bit too far, but still, Just having the whole crowd in fancy dress. They should do that. Free entry for best fancy dress. Elbow by Bayley, by the way, and Nikki Cross kicks out. So Nikki Cross kicks out of that. Bayley looking... She was fuming then for a second. Absolutely fuming. HBK, Brock Lesnar, dude love because I'm sexy and cool. I think the fact that you have to even say that kind of does put a shred of doubt in my mind. Normally, the sexy and cool people don't say they're sexy and cool. Like me, I've never once said that I'm sexy and cool, and check out this guy, yeah. Blue Meanie. Have a kayfabe cocktail. Oh, that was so much fun, wasn't it? NWA. In case you haven't been watching, guys, NWA Power, make sure you check it out on a Tuesday. Free on YouTube. Into the ring goes Bayley. We've got Nikki Cross right now going up top. Sasha getting involved, though. Sasha pushing Nikki Cross down, and now Bayley. Whoa, nice. Didn't even know what that move was, but face first goes Nikki Cross, and there's the pin. So no sign of Shayna Baszler yet. Still waiting to see. People are saying Shayna, but certainly no sign of her. But there she is! There she is! She is here! She is here! Shayna Baszler is here! Knee to the face of Bayley! Shayna Baszler, the NXT invasion! The NXT invasion! The NXT invasion is here! It has begun! Shayna hurling Bayley into the ring post! What? Oh! Look at this! Slams Bayley down in the ring. She took out Sasha Banks on the outside. There's going to be quite a few people in the crowd that might not know who that woman is. But that is the NXT champion. Saying that, there's a big NXT chant in the crowd. Knee to the face of Bayley again. Really sending a message. Oh, could you imagine if Vince McMahon didn't know? Could you imagine if Vince is on a plane right now and the phone goes? It's like Paul Heyman or Vince, you might want to know about something that's just happened. Shayna Baszler has just kneed Bayley in the face on SmackDown and the whole crowd are chanting NXT. What? Get me, Hunter. You're not fired because you're married to my daughter. What a moment. What a moment. That NXT championship over the shoulder of Shayna Baszler as Shayna Baszler walks away. Message sent. Message sent. And I've got a feeling that is not going to be the last time we see an NXT talent tonight. Woo-hoo-hoo! Fire! Straight up fire! Loved it. Loved it. NXT TakeOver, Triple H and HBK did have a sneaky look. They did have a sneaky look. Oh, that was so good. You guys were saying Shayna, and when you were saying it, I really thought you were like cheering for a Shayna. You were like, right, the match is finished. We want Shayna. And I looked at it as like Shayna. People are saying Shayna. No, we haven't had Shayna yet. I was watching, and then all of a sudden something happened on the outside, and there she was. Ah! Wow, NXT invasion, baby. Days my head just exploded. Wow, that is extreme. That is extreme. No two ways about it. Do you think we'll see Balor? We could see Balor. Yeah, we could see Balor. Baszler, Brock Lesnar's long-lost twin sister. It's good, wasn't it? It was really good. Gang Warfare, that was awesome. NXT Under Siege. Wheel of Fun, we're about 10 minutes away from the Wheel of Fun. They're doing this to draw ratings to Wednesday. Absolutely, they're doing it to draw ratings to Wednesday. Dave's YouTube won't let me drop long comments. I don't know, dude. What happened to the Ascension? What did happen to the Ascension? Shock the system. They're doing this to draw win ratings. NXT under siege. It's amazing. I'm totally on board. Totally on board. I think it's really the right move for tonight. There's a lot of people that are tuning in that maybe wouldn't normally tune in. I think that social media has been a buzz with that news from earlier. So I think that people wanted something different tonight. WWE promised surprises, and it can't be this. Can't be this, because they're kind of teasing then they would have known this was going to happen. So I'm still hoping that we're going to get surprises as well, if you know what I mean. So I'm really hoping that we get something else as well. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see more NXT talent throughout the night. That was a big moment, though. That was a big statement made. Shayna Baszler taking out Sasha Banks on the outside. And then taking out Bayley in the ring. And it's going to be very interesting to see if we hear from Hunter, hear from Shawn Michaels, and kind of see what they've got to say, you know? Are you going to the next SmackDown on Fox in Manchester? No, I won't be there. There wasn't a reason for me to go. And I got to be honest, had WWE have invited me, I wouldn't have gone. They invited me down to the London one, and I went to that because I was doing a meet and greet with Cesaro as well. Like, I got to do an interview with him, which was awesome. But this time, I'd rather just like spend it with you guys. Right, we're going back. Green Bean 78 says we need some Adam Cole, baby. Hello, what's happening? They're just showing a replay of it. Have you heard of Giant Haystacks? Yes, I have heard of Giant Haystacks, a legend in British wrestling history, and someone that wrestled in WCW under the name of Loch Ness. That was his name, Loch Ness in WCW. Just showing a replay of what happened moments ago. They're saying it's going to be an unpredictable night. We could see Adam Cole, baby. Now look and see what they've got to say. What's that sign say? Something to do with got delayed in Saudi Arabia? Oh, I really don't like Pat McCarthy. Really don't like him. Mute. There we go. Mute. Are they that desperate that they've had to actually go and get Aiden English to do a match? Oh, now we've got Kathy Kelly talking. All right, let's unmute it. Unmute. Sami Zayn. So we've got Sami Zayn. What are they talking to Sami about? Pretty weird night. Okay. Baszler? Who's Shayna Baszler? Shayna Baszler? Then we see Shayna Baszler? I love Shayna Baszler. Oh! He says they need to... Says if one of them steps to me, fans are... Oh my God, we've got Riddle and Keith Lee! Matt Riddle and Keith Lee! Oh, bask in his glory. What the hell is going on? This is like a mega episode of SmackDown. I hope their planes get stuck in Saudi Arabia every week. This is amazing. We got Riddle and Keith Lee. This is amazing. This is so good. This is like beyond what I dreamed. Matt Riddle is in the same building as Brock Lesnar. Think about that for a second. Matt Riddle, who wants to retire Brock Lesnar, is in the same building as Brock Lesnar. Do you think Lesnar's had a few words with him? Oh, hello, what's happening? So, Sami Zayn's trying to make out that he was wearing an NXT shirt earlier, but sadly isn't wearing it now. He's desperately trying to stall for time here. This is amazing. Matt Riddle and Keith Lee on SmackDown stalking Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's in trouble. Someone save Sami Zayn. And now he's run off. I tell you what, it's going to be very hard for Matt Riddle to run in flip-flops. Very, very difficult for him to run in flip-flops. But it looks like NXT are fully here. Oh, they're coming out into the arena now. Matt Riddle's come running down. Riddle's caught him. Riddle's caught him. It's absolute scenes. He kicks off. Okay, so we got Riddle, we got Keith Lee in the ring. People are chanting, bask in his glory. NXT chants from the crowd. The crowd are firmly on board with this. This is like a proper invasion, isn't it? So far, we've had one match that's been disrupted. And now we've got this just normal interview with Sami Zayn that's been interrupted. There we go. Bro, there's bro chants. Keith Lee as well. I mean, Keith Lee just looks so at home, doesn't he? On this channel. On proper TV. Look at the smile on his face. Keith Lee looks right in an arena. That's what I've learnt tonight. Keith Lee deserves to be on this stage. Ah! Moonsault by Keith Lee. Incredible. There's an also exact KO in the crowd. Is there? Oh, yes, there is. You're right. It's right next to them. Bro. It's like I'm seeing the future. It is like seeing the future. You're absolutely right. Man. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. So we're supposed to see Miz TV, but of course we're not going to. Miz is going to interview himself. Something tells me that some NXT stars are maybe going to get involved. Let me know what you think, guys. It's a big night, isn't it? Did Matt Riddle put his bare foot in Sami Zayn's mouth? Days rest in peace for the NXT champion. Imagine Undisputed Era shows up to Brock's. Wow, I've got a feeling that there's gonna be a moment, isn't there? Gonna be a moment. With Undisputed Era. There's no way they haven't flown the champion. There's no way they've not flown him in. So Adam Cole has got to be there. And if Adam Cole's there, why would you not have the rest of the Undisputed Era? You'd have your tag champs, wouldn't you? All of the Undisputed Era are champs. I mean, they've flown it. Well, they're saying that. Someone did say that there's apparently a house show tonight as well. So, I don't know. Perhaps some of them are at that house show. But I've got to be honest. I think this is a bit more important than a house show. An NXT house show as well. NXT house show's got about 150 people there. I know, because I went to one. It was awesome. Enjoyed it. But still, this is more important. This is making NXT look weak. Because half the roster is not there. I don't think it's looking them weak. I think it makes them look strong. Because they are taking an opportunity. They can see that SmackDown is weak. So they're striking while SmackDown's... Why go and attack them when they're strong? Strike when they're weak. Send a message to them that they're now a part of Survivor Series. And that, making their presence felt. I think it's really cool. Oh, man, it's hard. Come on, it's hard to hate on this. This is awesome. This is awesome. Days, I can't wait for the Bays. I'd be annoyed if I'd gone there tonight with what they've charged. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I mean, you've seen a title match. You've seen Bayley, and it was a proper match. You've seen Brock Lesnar as well. And now you're getting like a really cool... Dude, I'd take this over a normal SmackDown. You telling me, what show would you rather be at? Last week's SmackDown, which was god-awful. Or this? I definitely want to be at this. Definitely want to be at this. We still don't know what's to come. We've got Miz TV, and Miz is going to interview himself, but that's not happening. I'm guessing NXT are going to invade. Shayna Baszler, man. Shayna Baszler. Attacking Bayley was awesome. Raw better beware. Yeah, well, the thing is, what's amazing about 3 brands is that they're getting attacked this week by NXT, but next week it could be that they get attacked by Raw. You've got 2 brands that you got to keep an eye on, At War Games, Steph should come out in the main event and say you can't spell war without Raw, and NXT becomes under siege. Yeah, oh my god, that's a really good shout. What if they invade during War Games? Yeah, they could. We've seen Seth do that, haven't we? Seth has invaded War Games when he was in the middle of his feud with Triple H. That's a really good point. I tell you what, we're going to be in for some really fun shows over the next few weeks because literally anything can happen at any time. I still feel as well that we're going to get a surprise because I don't think when they announced that we were going to have a surprise that they were talking about this. I mean, this is still really good though. I'm still totally on board, but I think that there should be something else as well. So it could be John Morrison. Or I don't know. There was rumors of Ronda Rousey, wasn't there? But I don't know. I've got to be honest. I mean, there's an hour and 10 minutes, and literally anything can happen here. I'm excited. I'm proper excited. They should be stranded in Saudi Arabia every week. They should. Miz and Mike. Yeah, they could. Could be John Morrison. John Morrison could come out for Miz TV. You're right. That would make total sense. Dave's still got Bayley Nikki up. Yeah, I'm waiting for the next match to change it over. I can change it now to Miz TV. So Miz TV, this was meant to be with The Fiend. It was meant to be with Funhouse Bray, actually. But sadly, it is just going to be with The Miz on his own. So, The Miz, I think, has he got a t-shirt that says, what's it say? What does it say? Buffalo is awesome. Buffalo is awesome. Miz in wrestling gear. Yes, you're right. Miz is in wrestling gear. Perhaps he's going to wrestle himself as well. This is Miz TV. He's going to interview himself. And he's going to wrestle himself as well. Hopefully, that's going to be a 1-hour Iron Man match. It's going to be The Miz. Just like... Amazing. Oh, we've still got that Pat McCarthy here. I can't mute it, though, because it's Miz TV. Where did Aiden English go? Where did Aiden English go, did they say? Buffalo is awesome. We know that we've got Daniel Bryan as well. Miz will wrestle the air. Buffalo is awesome. Open challenge. Morrison. That would be amazing. Miz versus Miz. 5 stars. Velveteen. Oh, Anna Dawes. Velveteen Dream. You're right. They're showing us. So we got Firefly Funhouse. It melts away. I think this is going to be a video package of what happened last night. So he's saying how his guest was going to be Bray Wyatt. It was going to be Funhouse Bray. And we're going to see how he won. I'm quite happy to watch this again. I'll watch this whole match again if they want. Hello to John Elite 45 4LYF. Shout out to you, my friend. Fox is having major audio problems on their Fox app. That's a shame. How are you watching this? Aiden English had diarrhea. That's a shame. That's a shame. Falls Count Anywhere was to make up for Hell in a Cell. Dream versus Miz. That would be amazing. Jeff Hardy? No, I don't think so. Gargano versus Miz would be a good match. Yes, it would. Shout out to Darkside 2773. They're just showing a replay here of the final moments. I was worried when he went into the thing. I was starting to worry that it was going to be an overbooked mess again. It's like, why have they done this? It's so simple. Why have they booked this? Why is it going this way? They're screwing the Fiend. They're messing it up again. And then he emerged from behind. And look at that image right there. The Fiend with the Universal Championship. Wonder what his side plates are going to look like. What are his side plates going to look like? Regia Productions says, I like Sin Cara's. Do you like Sin Cara's blue lights or the Fiend's red lights? Sin Cara's blue. Do you know what? I've only seen one Sin Cara match in like the past 2 years. I can't remember. I don't mind the red lights. I know there's people that aren't fans, but I think it feels different. I'm all right. I'm all right with it. I don't even mind the fact you can't clearly see everything. I don't mind that. He's talking, Miz is talking about... Okay, what happens next? What does happen next? What does happen next? Hello. Wow, this is what happens next. Tommaso Ciampa happens next. Tommaso Ciampa has come walking out. Are we going to get a match between Tommaso Ciampa and The Miz? Because The Miz is in wrestling attire and Tommaso Ciampa is here. Tommaso Ciampa has come walking out during Miz TV. Wow. This might be the greatest SmackDown I've seen since it went over to Fox. I'm going to go there. I'm going to say that. I'm going to be brave enough to say that. This is the best SmackDown episode I've seen since it went over to... Tommaso Ciampa has just come walking out during Miz TV. We said at the start of this stream we were going to see some special stuff. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this. Let's see what he's got to say. People are freaking out, and rightfully so. He says, this is supposed to be must-see TV. really laying into the Miz here. He says, my name is Tommaso Ciampa and I just happen to be the greatest sports entertainer of all time. Look at the crowd, man. The crowd are proper into this. Proper into this. This is so good. This is legendary. This is like God level. Oh, he says it's time that someone lets you know where you sit in the food chain. Orlando says, I'm giving this 10 out of 10. You're totally right. Josh, thank you so much, my friend. To be fair, if Ciampa and Miz fight someone, someone from Undisputed Era will get involved. That's a really good shout, Josh. Really good shout. Thank you very much for the kind donation. Really appreciate it. Wow, that's a good line. Whilst you pretend to be the part, Tommaso Ciampa is the part. Miz says he's heard the same thing for many times. I can't stop watching this. This is like edge of your seat stuff, isn't it? I love how Tommaso Ciampa is no-selling what Miz is saying. Miz is cutting like this passionate promo. Tommaso's just like scratching away. Standing there, twizzling the microphone, just doesn't care and doesn't care. He's like, let me tell you something, I've been here for 15 years. And Tommaso's like, here we go, they're getting face to face now. That didn't sound like fighting words. Yeah, it's happening, guys. You, me, right here, right now. Miz versus Tommaso Ciampa. This SmackDown is just the best thing. And do you know what? I bet there's going to be people that hate on this on Twitter. As soon as this SmackDown's over, I'm going to go looking for the people that hate on this. I'm going to go hunting. I'm going to go hunting on Twitter. You know, like they do out in the wild. I'm going to go hunting for idiots. The Grange says, never wanted DIY versus The Miz and Morrison so bad. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Miz won't fight himself anymore, thank God. Days SmackDown is great so far. DIY, keep it going. We do need to do a Wheel of Fun. We do need to do a Wheel of Fun. You're absolutely right. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. DIY versus Miz and Morrison would blow my mind. I had high hopes we were going to get NXT tonight because they were going to have to do something. We spoke about it at length before the show started, and wow, it's not disappointed. What an hour we've had. Absolutely brilliant. I don't know if I'd have changed anything. It's just been brilliant. Oh, it's so good. I've never been this happy. Never been this happy, guys. Please don't. I want to stay happy. Keep going. Stupid wheel. Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain. Oh. Well. I didn't plan or predict that, did I? Do you know what? I don't even know what I've got. Oh, I'm going to have a look and see what I can find. I think I've got, do you know what? I think I've got some of those double dare things, those really horrible tasting things. You know, the ones that are like rotten milk flavor and things like that. So, okay. I'll do that at the next commercial break because we are about to go back to the action and we do not want to miss the action because we have got an absolute dream match. Miz, who's a solid worker, not a spectacular worker, but a solid worker. Miz versus Ciampa. Survivor Series. Of course, all of this is in hype for Survivor Series. Look at that. Who thought I'd be writing that today? Miz versus Ciampa. Thank you, Saudi. Thank you, Saudi. Said no one ever. Right, we've got Tommaso versus The Miz. Absolute dream match right now. Gonna find them haters and burn them down. We've got combine the worst two flavors. No, that's not how we roll, dude. That's not how we roll. We don't do things like that. We don't combine the worst two flavors. We literally get a handful of all of the flavors, including what the worst and absolutely everything. So don't think you're gonna get shortchanged, my friend. You're not gonna get shortchanged. Shout out to Josh Bunton. Thank you so much, my friend. Really appreciate it. Thank you to what is turning into quite a historic live stream as well. Real incredible action here as we've got Tommaso Ciampa taking on The Miz. I tell you what, Tommaso doesn't have any knee braces on. He used to wear a knee brace, didn't he? Did he wear one or two? I can't even remember, but he doesn't have any right now. Which I'm quite surprised at. But he's getting rolled up by The Miz. Miz to the kick section. I can't even talk. Miz kicking the midsection of Tommaso Ciampa. I'm too excited. Getting carried away. Days get dreads. What is going on? Through the ropes. Gets caught. Miz gets hurled into the barricade. Into the other barricade. Into the edge of the ring. Into the ring steps. Tommaso Ciampa applauding himself, patting himself on the back. I'm getting a bit of a Tommaso, aren't I? I'm turning into Tommaso Ciampa. I'm turning into Tommaso Ciampa. Oh, I need to get some of those camo trousers, don't I? Look at them. Lovely. If I'd have really gone for this, if I'd have grown this out, then I could have really, had a good go at being Tommaso for Halloween. I'd have to be bald though, wouldn't I? That's the only problem. Lovely headlock here. Do you know what? This is why I love Tommaso. He's not just put a headlock on and they're just doing nothing. Look at what he's doing with that headlock. Look at the facial expressions. Look at the way he's really kind of grinding it in, you know? You see so many headlocks in matches where they're just like, and they just put it on and it's like, there's nothing to it. Tommaso really feels every move that he applies. He's got the headlock on. He's like this. You really feel like he's doing serious damage to the Miz's head. Nice. Net breaker. Going for the cover. Kick out by Tommaso. Again, thank you to Josh Bunton. Really appreciate it. Days, if Miz wins, then give away 10 figures. I wish I had 10 figures to give away, dude. We have to ration these things. I'm not a figure warehouse. I'm not a figure making machine. I wish I was. That'd be amazing. But I'm quite happy with being a YouTuber. Double knees by The Miz. Tommaso Ciampa in the corner, knees again. If you are just joining us, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Join our little community. We're literally streaming all the time. I don't even know if I go to bed. But we're back tomorrow for UFC, back on Monday for Raw, back on Tuesday for NWA Power, back on Wednesday for NXT and AEW, back on Friday for SmackDown. We're going to be live streaming Survivor Series. It's just non-stop. This is the non-stop party shop. And so if you are watching, hit that subscribe. Make sure that you join us because this is a historic moment. We're going to tell our grandkids about this. We're going to tell our grandkids that we were there when NXT invaded SmackDown, when Tommaso Ciampa grabbed The Miz, hurled him over his head, but The Miz landed on his feet, takes the legs away from Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa selling that knee injury because, of course, he had a knee injury. And now The Miz going to be looking for that figure four, that patented figure four. But Tommaso Ciampa kicks out and The Miz has to back away. Kick to the midsection by Tommaso Ciampa. Grabs The Miz, picks him up in the air looking for a powerbomb, but can't quite get it because The Miz goes for a DDT and gets it. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder up by Mizzy, baby. Mizzy, baby. I tell you what, Pat McCarthy do one. Absolutely do one. He has got no reason whatsoever to be on that commentary table. No reason whatsoever. Tommaso Ciampa down in the middle of the ring. Again, good facial expressions by The Miz there, gritting his teeth. There's going to be putting a lot of pressure on the knee of Tommaso Ciampa. And as we said, you know, Tommaso Ciampa injured that knee and was out for a long, long time. He's trying to reverse it as well. Trying to turn it over, and he does. Reverses the pressure. The pressure now. Oh, he gets over to the ropes. Tell you what, it's a good little match, this. Good little match. Totally on board. I wish the crowd were a bit more vocal. I wish the crowd were like, this is awesome. Because the match isn't awesome, but the moment is awesome. What we're seeing is awesome. This is the SmackDown that we have deserved for so long. Just enjoy it. Oh, little roll-up by Tommaso. Kick by The Miz, but it misses. Roll-up by Tommaso. No, into a single-leg Boston Crab. Single-leg Boston Crab. Oh, what's this? What's The Miz doing? He's kind of like teasing that he's going to tap, but he's like also having a bit of a spasm in his hand. I don't know what's happening. Roll-up by The Miz. Postman Pat is awful on commentary. I honestly, I'm not even listening. I don't even listen to know that it's not going to be good. They've promised Fiend all week, and we get this. Well, there has been an issue. I don't know if you've heard, but the plane is still in the air. I think. Pretty sure it's still in the air. So, you know, the Fiend might be able to withstand 8 curb stomps. Might be able to, you know, appear in darkness. But sadly, has to fly aeroplanes like the rest of us. Big strike in the corner by The Miz, and Tommaso Ciampa goes down, and the crowd are now getting into it. A few of them getting up to their feet. Oh, big knee by Tomas! Tomas! Look at it. Oh, plants The Miz down, going for the cover. 1, 2. And Tommaso Ciampa gets the victory. He's holding on to his knee, though. Some lovely selling, and I hope that's selling. I really hope that's selling. I hope that's not a proper injury recurrence. Little NXT graphic on screen. Part of me wonders, right? Part of me wonders, and hear me out because I'm wondering. Part of me wonders if this was planned all along anyway. Like, perhaps they were always going to have NXT invade. Perhaps these guys have been booked to do this for a while because we've got NXT graphics. I don't know. I don't know how last minute this was. Because they're part of Survivor Series. We need to build towards Survivor Series. I'd like to think it was last minute. I'd like to think that they were all going to go to the zoo today or something, but had to be here instead. Talking of the zoo, here is Daniel Bryan. Goat face. You get goats in zoos. Oh, hello. Hello. Triple H. Triple H is... Daniel's asking Triple H, what you doing here? Look at that look between Shawn and Daniel. This is so good. Triple H kind of implying he didn't know about the Survivor Series thing. Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan just called out Triple H. Daniel Bryan calling out Triple H. Triple H, I mean, look, there's real history here. We all remember WrestleMania 30. Unless you haven't seen it yet. Shh. Oh my God, this is so good. Shawn Michaels in the background shaking his head. Triple H. What is Shawn doing? What is Shawn doing? What is Shawn doing? What is Shawn doing? Ah! They teased it! Adam Cole, baby! Ah! Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole! Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole! Tonight, for the NXT Championship. Well, I don't know what. I'm sleeping. I'm asleep. Clearly, I've passed out after Crown Jewel, and I'm asleep right now. This is all a dream. WWE's never been this good. Is this tonight? This is like real. First of all, is this real life? Second of all, is this tonight? What am I watching? This is now. Is this now? Is this now? Is this a thing that's happening now? I think it's now. Is this now? I don't know what's happening. This is insane. Adam Cole, baby. Look at this. Look at the chat. The chat going insane. Cody saying 10 out of 10. This is all a dream, Days. It feels like a dream. This feels absolute madness is what I'm witnessing right now. Do you know what? I don't even know where to start. I know my face is hurting. I really hit myself hard. Don't think that I pulled those punches. That's pain now I'm going through. It looks like I'm still asleep. This is tonight. This would be 10 times better if the crowd were good. Yeah, we need to do that forfeit, don't we? Sad, fresh, impetus is only breathed into WWE. Do you know what? Forget about the reasons. It doesn't matter why we're getting this. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares why we're getting this? Can we all please just watch every YouTube video that goes out about this show? Can we make this trend at #1? Can we do whatever we need to do to tell WWE this is what we want each week? This kind of entertainment. I need them to get that message. I need them to know this is what we want. So let's not go on a negative road. Oh, they're only doing this because they're all trapped in Saudi Arabia, which is funny. But let's more go down the road of, well done, Vincey, boy. You did something good, Vince. You did something good. We're really pleased with what you've done. You've done so well. You're such a big boy. Well done. More of this, yeah? You want to make people happy, which I'm not sure has ever been a motivation of yours, but if you want to make people happy, more of this. This is gold. This is what people want. So, let's watch the YouTube videos. Let's get them trending at #1. Let's make our voices heard. This is what we want. This is what we want. This is what... I mean, I don't know why I'm saying it. I'm literally in a field in the middle of England. Pretty sure that Vince McMahon trapped in a plane wherever he is not going to hear me right now. But I'm so pumped, man. Pumped! Pumped! What a big boy you have grown. Yes. This is awesome, but the crowd are just okay. This is perfect. More of this. Yes, more of this. I'm gonna do the forfeit! We're watching one of the greatest shows we've ever seen, and I've still got people going, excuse me, you're going to do the forfeit, please? I'm only here so I can watch you do bad things to yourself. Are you going to do the forfeit? Yeah, because that's how you sound, right? We're watching one of the greatest shows we've ever seen, and you're like, excuse me, you're going to do the forfeit, please? Because I saw the Wheel of Fun land on the forfeit, and I really want to see you do the forfeit. You said you was going to eat bad things. Are you going to eat the bad things? Right? Grow up! It's amazing! We're watching history! Right. We got a super chat. Let's have a look and see what is in the super chat. Fire and Desire are here, are they? Cal W, shout out to you. He says, I'm going to flipping die by the end of this episode. I see a huge NXT Smackdown brawl to end the show. Yes. I agree. Thank you, Cal W. We do have Fire and Desire. Let me get these things, because some people just aren't happy. Like, apparently one of the greatest shows of all time, it's not good enough. No. Right, let me go and get the things. Here we go. Right. Who's coming? Carmella on her own, is it? What's happening now? Fire and Desire against Carmella. Maybe R-Truth in. No, he's in a plane, isn't he? People over there, what's up? Right, here we go. Let's. Oh, it's getting beaten up. Bianca Belair, the EST of NXT is here. Do you know what? Like, there's so much that I could do reaction videos to. There's no point, is there? I'm not. It's just the whole show. It's the whole show. This stream is my reaction video. This stream, everything that's going on is a reaction video. Look at that. The EST of NXT has got Carmella up. Ah, she just threw her underneath those. She didn't just throw her on the floor. She threw her over those trunks. That was insane. Carmella's dead. They've killed Carmella. Who's going to face Fire and Desire? Kabuki Warriors? Is someone going to... I don't know what's happening. Fire and Desire. She just went straight over those, like, traveling to Rhea Ripley! Rhea Ripley! Oh. Who else is there? It's Rhea Ripley and who? Tegan Nox! Oh my days. What is going on? Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox. Why is that not Dakota Kai? Where's Dakota Kai? Right. Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox. Man, Tegan Nox, she was like, do you know what I mean? Out for like 2 years, and now she finds herself here. I don't even know if we're getting this match or not. I don't know. They're making their way down to the ring. This is just madness. Yeah, we're getting this match. They're taking off their attire. Oh my God, Vince McMahon, you absolute beauty. I'm going to name all my children after Vince McMahon. The first one's going to be called Vince. The second one's going to be called McMahon. The third one's going to be called Vince McMahon. The fourth one will be called McMahon Vince. Fifth one's going to be called Vinnie Mac. I mean, I'm going to have 5 kids now, aren't I? Oh my God. Right, Fire and Desire against Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox. People are shaking. People are going to pass out. I'm going to pass out. I think I have passed out. I swear, this is the kind of thing that you just wake up from. You know what I mean? Like, right now, Rhea Ripley, who has been down in NXT UK, Tegan Nox, who I have seen at, like, shows in Wolverhampton down the road. Like, she is on SmackDown. Can you imagine that conversation? Can you imagine the moment they turned around to Tegan Nox and said, can you get on a plane because you're actually going to be on SmackDown tonight? Oh, my God! Tegan Nox just hurled Sonya Deville into the commentary table. Mandy Rose on her own. Big kick. by Tegan Knox. Look at this. Cloverleaf by Rhea Ripley. Picking up Mandy. Look at the strength. Rhea Ripley's just a monster. This is such a great way as well to introduce all of this talent. She submits. Mandy Rose submits. Sit down, Pat McCarthy, you absolute tool. I'll tell you what, this show cannot be 10 out of 10 because of Pat McCarthy. Pat McCarthy is ruining everything. Tegan Knox, Rhea Ripley. Child number 6, Kennedy. Yes. Days, why don't you take the forfeit off the wheel now? Can I tell you how so far down my thinking forfeits are right now? And the wheel. It's so far down. Crickets fan realise NXT is trash. No, not at all. I don't know how many of them are gonna know NXT. I mean, like there was an NXT chant, but how many of them know Rhea Ripley? How many of them know Tegan Knox? Look at this match. Look at this match. Look at this match. NXT Championship. Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole. This isn't Vince. This is Hunter. Yeah, but it all gets authorized through Vince, doesn't it? Vince authorizes everything. Vince always has the final say. He always... What if this is how they send Bryan to NXT by having him win the NXT title? Yep. I've argued for a long time he should be there. When we were talking about the draft, I said, move Daniel Bryan to NXT. And then they ended up moving Finn Balor. But I would have moved Daniel. I would have moved Daniel Bryan. I think that he's the wrestler's wrestler. I think he's a massive name. Definitely move him to Wednesday. Awesome. This is legendary. This is one of the greatest This is honestly one of the best shows I've ever seen. I've been watching wrestling since the early 90s, and this has been non-stop. You could say maybe the start, the promo, you know, not too fussed about, but that had a big announcement in it. And then we went into Bayley coming down, and it was a championship match. And from that Shayna Baszler moment, from that Shayna Baszler invasion, we were off. We were gone. We were rocking and rolling. We were going to a whole new place. You know, we're going to worlds that have never been seen before. Like, this is all new territory. This is new territory. I'm going to actually say this really quiet so it has more impact. This is new territory for WWE fans. It's called good booking, right? That's the new territory that we've gone to. Really is. Absolutely cannot miss. It's a historic night. I told you we were going to tell our grandkids that we were there. And actually, I might. I mean, they probably won't talk to me. They'll probably be too embarrassed, but still, whatever. Let's go up because Joe Burns says, I will be upset if Daniel loses. I don't care. I didn't even know we were going to get a Daniel Bryan match tonight. Now he's in a match for the NXT Championship against Adam Cole, baby. I don't care if he wins or loses, to be honest. I'd love for him to win. And then, as C Wrestling just said, that's how they're going to move him to NXT, which I think is a great shout. I just don't care. I don't care. Hashtag good booking. It is called good booking. It is called good booking. Do you remember a wrestler called Hyden? Right, I do remember. Right, look, I need to do this because I've already had people, yeah? Sorry, I'd love to keep talking, yeah? Love to keep talking about wrestling and the wonderful things. But we've got people that are like, right, you're going to do the forfeit. You're going to do the forfeit. Right, so I've got to do the forfeit. I know I've got to do the forfeit, even though, do you know what I mean? Right, here we go. Look, this is, I'm sure you know this, but this is cat food, snot, toothpaste, rotten milk, cola, tutti frutti, blood, farts. What does a fart taste like? Well, I'm going to find out because I've got a whole handful here. Yeah, not just one or two. I'm not going through going, oh, I'm going to try this one. Let's try it. No, I've got a whole handful of these horrible, horrible flavors. Oh, shoving of it. I nearly choked. That came out. Oh my god. That went up my shorts. Oh well. Oh. That's been up my shorts. There we go. Oh. Right, hang on. Brilliant. Now, I can't even talk. Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Oh! Okay, this. I need. Oh my God! I'm having to work so hard tonight. Alright. Black Saw, Johnny Hex, I'm coming to you, buddy. I'm coming to you. Okay. Black Saw says, how funny. Wait. Hang on. This is all your fault. Not your fault, Black Saw. I've said before, it's like dishwater. That is the best way I can describe it. Like, how funny would it be if Vince doesn't know what's going on and then Stephanie has to get in the middle of Vince and Triple H? I love that. I love that. That's really good. I agree. I think I said something a little similar to that at the start. During the Shayna Baszler thing. I think I did a whole reenactment with a phone call. I can't remember. Nathan says, this isn't Vince, this is Hunter. What else have we got? What else have we got? We got Black Saw. Yeah. Saw that one. Josh Bunton says, next break, run to puke. You will not be made fun of. I'm here till the end, dude. I'm here till the end. I'm hardcore. I'm like Dean Ambrose. I'm like Joey Janela. I feel like I'm watching an episode of NXT with guests from the main roster. Right. Done. Let's move on. Triple H and Shawn Michaels are at ringside. Stephanie came out to talk about that women's moment from Crown Jewel, and now we are getting an NXT. I don't want this show to ever end. I don't want this show to end. Why is SmackDown only 2 hours and I have to sit through like 5 hours of Crown Jewel and I have to sit through 3 hours of Raw and I have to sit through 7-8 hours of WrestleMania and I only get 2 hours of this? It's one of the best shows ever. I love how earlier Shane, oh, that was even better that he's not on the show, isn't it? I love how Shawn was teasing he was going to get involved. Here comes Adam Cole. Josh says, nah, more like old Tommy Dreamer. Whoa! Roderick Strong? Roderick Strong is here? How right does it sound hearing that music in an arena? undisputed era, baby. The crowd are just like, some are on their feet, but some don't know, you know? Some don't know. This is a 30-minute match. Hold up, this is the main event. If so, this is going to be a long match. Oh my god. They're going to give us a 30-minute match right now. This has got potentially match of the year written on it. They've just given us one of the all-time great shows. I do not care. I do not care that The Fiend was not on this show. And that is probably the highest compliment I can pay. I do not care there was no Fiend. I do not care that there was no Funhouse episode. They have absolutely given us one of the best shows I've ever seen. Not in my wildest dreams did I expect this. I thought there would be a moment at the end of the show. I thought I was going to have to sit through some Lana rubbish or pre-taped baloney. And there's not been any of that. We're about to watch Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. I wouldn't even dream that for Survivor Series. Like, if someone said that's your Survivor Series match, I'd be like, what? That's insane. If someone had told me earlier today, no, that's your main event tonight, I think I would have been so angry with them, I would have punched them in the face. I would have punched them in the face. I would have been that angry that they would have lied to me on that scale. But it's not a lie. We're about to get it. It's a thing that's happening. Days, what if The Fiend invades NXT? Well, I mean, who knows where we go from here. Nice pop for Cole. Vince needs to pass the torch. Hunter is the future. I feel like SmackDown have pressed random dream match button. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? It is, it's true. They've pressed random dream match button. What a button. What a wonderful button. They've gone there. I don't care what anyone's got to say. This is the greatest SmackDown I've ever seen. I mean, look, the only criticism I've got is I really don't like Pat McCarthy. I know I keep saying it, but he's not from a wrestling background. He's to my knowledge, he was a football player that's ended his career and gone, right, what can I do now? What shall I do now? And he's come over to wrestling. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there's so many ex-wrestlers that could be in his position. I can't believe that there's no ex-wrestlers that don't want to do what he's doing. I don't believe that. I struggle to believe that. So, for me, he's come over. He's good friends with Michael Cole. And I'm just not a fan. Everything I've seen of him, I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. So the fact that he's on commentary, I'm really thankful that I've got the sound down. Maybe he's brilliant. Maybe you guys really like him. That's absolutely fine. But I'm just being honest. For me, he doesn't have any wrestling background. I don't think he can call the moves. Maybe he's a fan. Maybe he's been a fan. I don't know. But to me, he's just a football player that wants something else to do now. So I think it's, it is what it is. But I think, Tom Phillips, I think it's really cool that he's on commentary because I think it was a shame he was taken off commentary. I think Tom Phillips is an excellent commentator. Renee Young got a lot of bad press, but, she said she was trying. And, I think she's probably happier being off commentary. So, to be honest, commentary would be my only stumbling block. The only reason I'm saying that is because for me, other than that, this is an absolute 10 out of 10 show. This is like 10 out of 10. I've got to think about those kind of details to find any kind of criticism. I can't find any other criticism. Can't find any other criticism. 31 trending on Twitter. I don't want him sacked. I don't want him sacked. I don't want him sacked. I'm just not, personally, I'm not a fan. Apparently he turned up to WrestleMania in shorts. And Michael Cole ended up having a go at him, saying that, he was embarrassed. This was a story that Pat actually told. He turned up to wrestle. Like, everyone wears suits, don't they? And he turned up in shorts. And, like, they had to go at him. And he, like, was really close to walking out. Should have gone. Should have gone. Anyway, all of that to one side. That is literally the only criticism I've got. Everything else has been bang on the money. This is incredible. NXT Championship match. I need to put it on because I won't believe it if I don't put it on. Boom. Shut up, Days. The match has started. I am hyped. Vince loved them. I heard that WrestleMania story. Can't remember where he told it. But, yeah, he was wearing shorts, and apparently Michael Cole had to go at him and said he was blowing it and he was being an embarrassment or something like that. And he turned around and went, right, forget it, I'm off. And went to walk off, and Michael Cole had to go up to him, and basically Michael Cole apologized and said, look, it's been a long day, and apologized. But I don't know if he didn't apologize because they needed him for the watch-along that they were doing. They had just started doing watch-alongs, so I don't know. I don't want this to be a I hate Pat McCarthy stream. That's not the point. I was literally just trying to think, why would I not score this 10 out of 10? That's what I was trying to think. And that was the only reason I could think. Right, let's focus on this match, friends. Into the corner goes Adam Cole. Oh my God, the chop from Daniel Bryan was immense. And again, a massive chop. Adam Cole knows how to put on 5-star matches. Daniel Bryan knows how to put on 5-star matches. Give these two half an hour. You got Triple H at ringside. You got Shawn Michaels at ringside as well. Amazingly, Shawn Michaels has trained both of these. Shawn Michaels trained Daniel Bryan. When Shawn Michaels took a break out of the ring around the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, he opened a training school and he trained Daniel Bryan. And Adam Cole has said that Shawn Michaels has actually been taking a close personal look and a real in-depth personal I don't know the word, stance, if you will, on Adam Cole's matches. Adam Cole's matches have been overseen by Shawn Michaels. So Shawn Michaels is connected very heavily to both of these. Surfboard now coming on. Smackdown is the #1 trend on Twitter. I'm not surprised. What if Adam Cole gives Daniel Bryan a wedgie? Huge. Nice surfboard by Daniel Bryan and Triple H standing up. Triple H kind of teasing that he might get involved here if things don't go that way. Is that the old Dragon Sleeper? Is that the old Dragon? We're big fans, aren't we, on the stream of the old Dragon Sleeper? Woo! Knee comes down onto the head of Adam Cole, baby. We've got 23 minutes to go. 23 minutes to go. I even love the signs. There's someone in the front row or second row, whatever. He's got a hi mom sign. I mean, it's so innocent. There's such innocence there tonight. Against the ropes goes Daniel Bryan. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Back elbow misses, but a big boot by Adam Cole, baby. And down goes Daniel Bryan. Adam Cole, baby, goes for the cover. Kick out by Daniel Bryan. Days, what if Bryan wins the title? Your scenario would come true. I did ask for Daniel to go to NXT in the draft, but all credit to C Wrestling that pointed out that again, if Daniel wins, then that could be what happens. Kind of what Ace Man just said, and both guys over the top, and they go crashing down to the outside. Oh my God. Days, do you remember what John Heidenreich did to Michael Cole? Why are we talking about Heidenreich right now? Why are we having that conversation when we've got one of the biggest Smackdowns going on? Avengers Endgame was good. Why are we talking about Avengers Endgame as well? Have you seen the Paul Bearer guy? Yes. If Daniel Bryan wins, Dave, shave half your beard. What, Stephen, why would I do that? Dave's put it like this. If WWE can come back from Hell in a Cell, WWE has proven they can put on good shows. They just chose not to. This is awesome. The commercials are so annoying. Why can't they just go without one commercial? McCarthy wrestled one match before starting his foot. I was going to read that comment and then it jumped off the screen. Found something creepier than the Fiend. Paul Bearer lookalike is scary. What if John Morrison returns? I gotta be honest. I don't want any screwy finish here. I want a proper match. If we're gonna sit through a half an hour match, right? A main event. Huge encounter, a dream match. I mean, this is a dream match. If we're gonna sit through this for that length of time, I do not want outside interference. I do not want outside interference. Days, what did you prefer? The Fiend winning the title of tonight's SmackDown. I wanted to read this. Dave McCarthy wrestled one match before starting his football career, and he is also interested in an Adam Cole-Aleister Black match. He also never won a Super Bowl. He's also interested. What does that mean? He's interested in an Adam Cole-Aleister Black match? I don't know what you mean. I'm not disputing that he wasn't a fan, and if he wrestled a match, whatever, right? My problem is, he went and did football. Now his football career's over. He's like, right, what shall I do now? That's my criticism with that Gronk or Kronk guy or whatever he's called. Yeah, Rob Gronkowski, who I hear is a fantastic football player, and they used him at WrestleMania for the Andre Battle Royal. But for me, he's got no business in wrestling. When I watch wrestling, I want to listen to commentators and I want to listen to people that know about the product, that are passionate about the product, that can educate me on the product. I don't feel like he can do that. I feel like Corey Graves can do that. And Michael Cole has to just do whatever is told in his ear, right? So, you know, I let him off. Nigel McGuinness can definitely do that. Beth Phoenix can do that. Mauro Ranallo knows more moves than I'll ever know. You know, so Mauro Ranallo can do that. This is my point. And, you know, I was critical of Renee in the sense of she didn't know a lot of the holds and she was just providing a little bit of colour. Little bit of colour commentary. But I do think it was important that there was a woman on commentary. I don't want to turn this into a big thing, but I'm, you know, if we're going to have the conversation, I'm going to explain why, and that's why. And plus also, we was at commercial break, so there was nothing else to talk about anyway. But we're back now! We're back now! Knee getting dropped down by Adam Cole, the ref going for the cover, and a kick out by Daniel Bryan. Pat has a podcast. He works for ESPN. He's a good friend with Michael Cole. Yes. Look, guys, if Dave says he doesn't care that he hasn't seen The Fiend, it must be an amazing show. Daniel. It's got a lovely hold. Oh, it's Adam Cole. Sorry, it's got a lovely hold on Daniel. Daniel gets over to the ropes. Adam Cole, kick to the midsection of Daniel, and a forearm strike as well. Daniel going over to the other corner. It's been a really solid match. We haven't got to that stage yet, and we won't. You know, they're going through the motions, they're telling the story, but we haven't got to that stage yet where the match has kind of gone to that next gear. Still kind of feel like we're in the first gear here of this match as things are just kind of rumbling along. Daniel over the top, lands on his feet, goes against the ropes, duck underneath. Clothesline to Adam Cole. Adam Cole goes down. Daniel Bryan in the corner. I think over here in the UK, Pat isn't that well known, so we will be a little biased with our thoughts. I've never heard of him. I don't know anything about him. Against the ropes goes Cole, kick to the face. Up over the top, onto the outside goes Adam Cole. Nice knee on the outside. Daniel Bryan on the edge of the ring with a flying knee to Adam Cole. Shawn Michaels looking a little bit concerned at ringside. Adam Cole gets thrown back into the ring. How amazing is this? We've seen a Tommaso Ciampa match tonight. We've seen an Adam Cole match tonight. Daniel up on that top with a missile drop kick. Yeah, I agree there with Renee Young saying high risk, high reward. Daniel Bryan going over to the corner, and Adam Cole seems to be in a lot of pain, but a massive kick in the corner by Daniel Bryan, and up goes Adam Cole. Daniel Bryan getting up as well. Looking for a... Oh, but it's a roll through. I tell you what Adam Cole needs to hit. He needs to hit Panama Sunrise. People will pop if he does hit that in this match. Big boot by Adam Cole. Daniel Bryan is down. Shoulder up. I mean, like, we're starting to move to that next phase now. Couple of pinfall attempts. It sucks that SmackDown isn't live on the West Coast. Oh, it's not live. Days, it's old now, but what are your thoughts on Seth and Sting feud? It is old. I don't know what to say. It was not what we wanted, was it? Because of the injury. Daniel going against the ropes. Suicide dive. Suicide dive by Daniel to Adam Cole. Against the ropes goes Daniel. Big boot by Adam Cole. Days, have you seen The Rock's tweet saying that he'll be at UFC? Yes, he is at UFC. Right, let's do Wheel of Fun. Let's do the final Wheel of Fun of the evening. So it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Right, Wheel of Fun time. Okay, here we go, here we go. I can feel my voice giving out. There's been so much screaming and shouting. I mean, we've followed up The Fiend winning the Universal Championship with this show tonight. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Jesus Christ, what is going on? What is going on? This isn't funny, man. This isn't funny. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right. I'm just going to do it now. I'm just going to do it and get it out of the way. Another handful. Come on. Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh my God. Oh, that. Oh. It's that first swallow. Honestly, it's that first swallow. Oh. I'm gonna come to you, Josh. Hang on. We're back on the way. We've still got 10 minutes. Triple H and Shawn are concerned. Is it? Yes, chance. Daniel is up. Big splash. Oh. Oh. This has been heaven and hell. This has really been heaven and hell. Josh, I'm coming to you, Josh. I'm coming, Josh. Hold on, Josh. Hold on, Josh. Here's for the stomach pump you'll need later. Thank you, Josh Bunton. Thank you. Single leg Boston Crab by Daniel Bryan. Oh, working on that leg. Look, this is proper wrestling, isn't it? Rolling over to the ropes. Right. Josh Bunton, thank you so much for that kind donation. It will be going towards a stomach pump. My voice is shot. My stomach's dying. My head can't cope with the action. I think this is the destruction of wrestling days. That's what you're watching here. You're watching the actual destruction of wrestling days. Right, forearm strikes by Adam Cole. Big chop by Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan gets Adam Cole up onto his shoulders. Picks him up looking... Oh, takes him back. 1, 2, shoulder up into crossface. He's trying to get a crossface on. There it is. He's got the label. The label is locked in. Daniel Bryan, middle of the ring. Adam Cole breaks out. Ah, kicks. Brutal kicks to the face by Daniel Bryan. Going around Daniel, trying to work on that arm. I'm gonna come to you. The bell locked in again. Adam Cole teasing, he's going to tap, but he's getting up. We've gone to that next phase of the match now where we're just getting the good stuff, just the sweet stuff all the time. It's sweet stuff after sweet stuff. Cephas79, Imperium need to show up. We need Walter to destroy everyone. Thank you, Cephas79. Thank you very much for the donation, my friend. Thank you, Cephas79, and of course, Josh Bunton as well. So, guys, we are into the final moments here. Adam Cole is down. Daniel Bryan standing over him. We've got the yes kicks coming in, but Adam Cole flops down straight away. Oh, them kicks are brutal. Adam Cole just keeps firing backwards. As a result of them, Daniel Bryan backing away, duck underneath. Adam Cole drives him against the ropes, goes for a little roll up. Daniel reversing. 1, 2. Kick out by Adam Cole. Oh, big kick by Daniel Bryan. I think he's going to go for the knee. Is he going to go for that running knee? He's calling. He's calling. He's going over to the corner. Daniel Bryan in the corner. Here we go. He's on his feet. Ah, super kick by Adam Cole. Adam Cole goes up onto that middle rope. Is asking for Daniel Bryan to get a Panama Sunrise. Panama Sunrise. He heads Panama Sunrise. Knee to the back of the head. Rolls Daniel Bryan over to Adam Cole. Adam Cole retains the NXT Championship. What an incredible ending to that match. Adam Cole, baby! And look at this. The NXT roster comes down. We got Lio Rush. Is that Damian Priest? Roderick Strong in the ring. We got Keith Lee. Who else have we got in there? I'm trying to see. Tegan Knox. We got Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai is there. We've got Bianca Belair, of course. Absolutely incredible. Triple H on the microphone as well. Survivor Series. Raw, SmackDown versus NXT. A little too sweet to Sean. There we go. This is our army. This is our fight. It's brilliant. Let's see what you've got. NXT have just taken over SmackDown. They have just dominated SmackDown. No doubt about it. There's going to be retaliation. Wednesdays are going to be can't miss. They're going to be can't miss because Raw or SmackDown are going to invade NXT. They got the champions at the front. They've got Shayna. Got Adam Cole. Absolutely incredible. Get your scores in, guys. I want to know your scores. Get your scores in. What do you think? What are you scoring it? 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 0 out of 10. I have a feeling the Fiend will not go quiet about NXT attacking SmackDown. Days, was this meant to be Corbin versus Ryan? Yes, it was. 10 out of 10. 30 out of 30. Days, the show was 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 69 out of 69. This was the greatest SmackDown of this era. I said that earlier. I really think this was the best SmackDown since SmackDown went to Fox. I really, honestly, I know that's a big statement. I know it's a big statement, but I'm brave. I'm that brave. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to make that statement. Best SmackDown I have seen in years. 9 out of 10. We want this every week. Well, it probably wouldn't have the same impact every week, but that'll do for this week. That'll do for this week. 7.5 out of 10. Key superstars not there. Are NXT going to invade Raw now? 8 out of 10. They made NXT days. This gives a whole new meaning to NXT. This will help ratings over AEW. You're absolutely right. I'm staying. Has broken the rating system. The show was too sweet. Red Hook gives it 7, is that? 10, 10, 10. People are really into it, and I do not blame them at all. 9 out of 10, didn't feel long. 9 out of 10, only because I had to listen to Renee Young. 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10. 9 out of 10, boys are on the plane home. Rating for us because we had actual surprises, not leaks. Yeah, I think it was brilliant. I think it was absolutely brilliant. I just don't even know what to say. What more could you ask for? I mean, people are going to say that, you know, there's big names missing, but I don't know. I mean, would it have made a difference if Roman had been there? Or, I don't know, what big names do you want? You had Brock. Brock was there. Daniel Bryan was there. You had a fantastic main event match. Bayley was there. There was big names that were there, you know? Bayley, Daniel Bryan, Miz, Brock. They're big names. We need Triple H to be the boss. 10 by 10. You did tell me to take Forfeit. I gotta tell you, my stomach's like, right now. Not in a good place right now. The only down was the crowd not being into the show. Triple H is sewing up the father-in-law. Was Bray meant to be on Miz TV? He was, yes. Sasha was there. She was there. She didn't do anything, but she was there. I just wanted to see The Fiend. SmackDown has ended. SmackDown has ended. Shame as well. It's a shame that Daniel didn't win. Would have loved for him to have become the NXT champion. So yeah, shame that he didn't win. Of course, he was on Series 1 of NXT, Daniel Bryan. Miz was his mentor. And, yeah, it's kind of that really fun little moment there, that main event. The only bad part is Mauro Ranallo didn't take out Pat McCarthy. Too much NXT winning, it felt wrong. I think they were trying to establish NXT as a legit threat. There's a lot of people that won't know of NXT. And this is going to have been a really good introduction to that brand, you know. And as you guys said, this is all about Wednesday nights as well, you know. Isaiah, Swerve, Scott. Yes, it was, wasn't it? I thought when he was on the outside of the ring, I saw he was like tall, with quite distinctive hair, and I thought it was Damian Priest. But yeah, as soon as he got in, I saw it wasn't. But yeah, I didn't actually know who it was. But that name does. I do recognise that name. Isaiah Scott. But I don't watch 205 Live, so I've not seen too much of him. NXT is a legitimate threat. The only thing is the NXT main championship was defended on another brand. I ain't got an issue with that. I think that's absolutely fine. I don't think NXT should have to just be defended on NXT. It's still the NXT championship. The winner still represents NXT. Doesn't mean the title can only be defended in NXT, or that's my feeling on it. NXT was the surprise. Days you should watch 205 Live. NXT just buried SmackDown. In all fairness, though, SmackDown weren't expecting it. SmackDown weren't prepared for it. Do you know what I mean? Like Fire and Desire, in kayfabe-wise, weren't going to have been saying earlier today, how are we going to beat Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox? I mean, what is that team anyway? Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox? Well, I don't know, but I mean, to my knowledge, they've never teamed together. That's not like an actual women's tag team. That's like, they've never teamed together. Dakota Kai must be injured, otherwise Dakota Kai would have partnered Tegan Nox. But Dakota Kai was there. We saw her at the end. So, yeah, you know, nice that they all got to be in the ring on the screen at the end as well. So, pleased. Hard to be critical, man. Hard to be critical. Days, imagine if Balor has a match on Wednesday and The Fiend invades. I wouldn't do that, to be honest. I think Balor helped The Fiend. He helped put The Fiend over at SummerSlam. I don't think you want The Fiend to bury Balor again. That doesn't help Balor. Equally, you wouldn't want Balor to bury The Fiend. That doesn't help The Fiend. So actually, you've got to keep them apart. So you could have The Fiend turn up in NXT, but he can't go after Balor. They've already told that story. Maybe things will finally change after Vince sees the buzz. Well, what I'll say is that Vince needs to see the buzz. So, you know, make sure you're tweeting it. Make sure that you're... Email them. Send an email. I would imagine Vince's email is Vince McMahon. Vince.McMahon@WWE.com. That would be my guess, right? Send him an email. Tell him how brilliant it was. Tweet him. Tag him in the tweets. You know, actually send tweets out. Tag people in them. Make your voices heard, because I absolutely agree. This was a brilliant show. And I'll tell you now, there's going to be people on Twitter that are going to hate on it. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait to see them try. What an amazing bit of improvisation that was. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode, and I absolutely love Adam Cole. Frostbite, I haven't seen your question, dude. Fox executives upset that NXT is better than SmackDown. That's actually my email. Well, there we go. Let Vegan know. Let Vegan Strong Style know what you thought. Where was Gargano? That's a good point. Where was Gargano? I don't know. Fiend on NXT would be epic. I think he would be on there. I would just keep him away from Balor. Make your voice heard. I tell you what, thank God you can actually make your voice heard by actually not speaking, because this voice is going. I've done so much screaming and shouting over the past, 24 hours that, I kind of need to give it a bit of a rest, I think. But it's UFC tomorrow, so I've got another big stream tomorrow with that UFC show, so it won't get much of a rest. WM Scott, 1975, says, what have I just witnessed? Magic. That's what you've witnessed. Magic. The importance and brilliance of the show lay within the talent and the performances. Tonight wasn't about names. Oh, that vegan. That is so good. That is so good. The thing with Walter is that he doesn't want to be in America. He doesn't hate America, but he says he prefers Europe. He was born in Europe. He's wrestled in Europe. He prefers Europe. He's not a fan of the American way of life or whatever. I don't know. He doesn't want to live in America, so I don't think Walter is in America. I think Walter is in Europe, so you was never going to see Walter. Hostile Takeover. Yep. If Daniel Bryan won, Wednesdays would have been absolutely must-watch TV. It feels like WWE is in competition with itself. I would rather have seen The Fiend attacking people on an aeroplane. I feel bad for the babies and kids that won't be able to say they witnessed this SmackDown live. Alex says, please get some sleep soon. I feel all right, actually. I don't feel that tired or anything. But I do need to rest my voice. And also my stomach is these forfeits have been rough, man. They saw lots of water tonight. I needed to. I still need to. Days, when you interviewed Braun Strowman, did you feel in any way intimidated? Because when he signed my Universal replica in Belfast, I was shocked he looks 10 times bigger in real life. I mean, I felt safe because I knew where the exits were if I had to run. And I felt pretty confident that I could get out, you know? I made sure that I had a way of escaping. But he was huge. But I gotta tell you, it took me all of 5 seconds to say hello to him and him to say hello back. And for me to go, wow, he's a really nice guy. Braun Strowman is a really nice... I mean, you don't want to anger him. You don't want to get on the wrong side of him. But when he's just like, you know, he walked into the room, he was just really relaxed and he was just really cool. He was... I've said it many times. He was a really nice guy. Whoever put breaks in main event deserves to go spend life in prison. Eyes on X is from Belfast. Shout out to you. AEW is just making WWE better. They have to realize this. Anthony Martinez says, is it supposed to be Raw and SmackDown versus NXT? No, it's, I believe, Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. So the problem that SmackDown's got is they've been attacked by NXT this week, but they could get attacked by Raw next week. So there's no respite. This is what I'm saying. You don't know what's going to happen when. We've literally got a mad mental month now because anything can happen. Anyone from any brand could show up anywhere, which might annoy a few people because we have literally just got rid of the wildcard rule and now they've kind of, in a roundabout way, brought back a wildcard rule. But look, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Are you from Ireland? I am not from Ireland, no. If Walter could adapt to an American lifestyle, he would 100% be WWE champion. I remember days looked a lot calmer around Cesaro. Yes, I was breathing a lot easier around Cesaro. Dave, seeing as that was such an amazing show to celebrate, why don't we have a celebratory Wheel of Fun? No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm struggling here. Shawn Michaels tweeted, do we have your attention? Yes, Shawn, you do. You really do. You did wonderful. Well done, Shawn. I really did love that moment when he teased taking off his jacket. You know, when Triple H was like, I haven't got my gear, and Daniel Bryan was like, I want to fight with someone. And in the background, you just had Shawn taking off his jacket like this. And he's teasing that they're going to have, and they're teasing that Shawn Daniel Bryan match. And then he goes, oh, I'm cold. Puts it back on. That was really good. So just subtle all. It was great. Really good. Are you from England? Yes, I'm from England. Can they get stuck in Saudi next week? Yeah, let's do it. Let's put them straight back on a flight. Can they get stuck in Saudi next week? Yes, absolutely. Right. Boom. I think we are done. I don't even know where to start, man. I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. It's just incredible. It's just absolutely incredible. Part of me is concerned that I will wake up and it will all have been a dream. I think for me, I would give it like a 9.5 out of 10. For reasons we've already discussed, I'd struggle to give it a 10. I've seen a few people being critical of the commentary and the crowd being a little bit flat. Other than that, do you know what I mean? I mean, it's close to perfection. Absolutely brilliant show. So certainly one that they're going to struggle to better next week. Let's put it that way. But it is what it is. Amazing show. Absolutely incredible. I agree with pro wrestling. And on that bombshell, we are done for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. What a show. What a show. It's a real pleasure. I said before we even started SmackDown that it was a pleasure to spend this time with you guys. And whatever happened, you know, we always like to have fun. But God, this has raced by. Absolutely raced by. I feel like I've literally just pressed start and we've just started streaming. Do you know what's really weird? For the second stream in a row, I don't want to go. I'm saying like, we need to go, we need to wrap it and all that. I don't want to go. And I didn't want to go yesterday after The Fiend had won because I just felt I was buzzing after it, after The Fiend won at Crown Jewel. I was like, oh, this is amazing. And I was buzzing and everything was like, yeah. And I feel that way now. I'm buzzing now. I feel pumped, so. But I am going to go anyway, so. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Make sure that you join our community. We're streaming UFC tomorrow. We will be back on Monday for Raw as well, and who knows what's going to happen there. So I don't know when I'll see you next, but hopefully I do see you next, and I hopefully see you soon as well. And thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.